perdón por estar chambeando.
What was the other one you were singing the other day?
These cigars.
You were doing another Spanish one,
Tobacco.
and you thought it was really funny.
Roll your own tobacco.
Oh, no,
it's
just
tobacco.
It was just
Make a
this.
blunt.
I thought it was the Beatles.
Why are you trying to
In Spanish?
No.
make a blunt?
No.
No, you
I don't
were
think that's
singing
the
a
leaf.
song in
Is this
Spanish.
leaf?
It was literally
You
like
like nicotine?
the
You
first
like
two
nicotine?
lines of a song.
I'll smoke blunts. Yeah. In there.
You want a blunt?
I'll roll one up. You have paper? Duchess.
I don't remember. I don't remember singing Spanish one.
Duchess.
No. THC? No, I already smoked enough.
You want to take it?
It's a little bit dry.
I'll smoke a little bit. Roll it. A little bit of time.
You want to take it, or you don't want it? I'll take it.
Can you roll it, Eric?
Yeah.
I don't
Can
trust
I roll
myself
it?
roll it.
Yeah, sure.
I like how you were like, yeah. Can you roll it? He's like, already.
Wait, what happens if
I only
it's too
roll
dry?
swishers.
Is it harder to roll if it's
Yeah.
drier?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. It like cracks.
You have
on
to.
or
You can
what?
re-wet it and stuff. But I'm too lazy.
Re-wet it. You like slurp it up like that.
No, you literally just use water.
Damn, son, and then you
I
smoke
roll with
it?
water.
Shit, bro.
I roll with water.
I like to use a little bit of
People
PCP.
Oh, okay.
People roll with spit. I roll with water. I'm like,
Very interesting.
I'm like, brother, just get a
Roll
water and
pre-cum.
just,
You know?
Keeps it
why pre?
together, you know?
Why pre?
Why pre,
Use the
bro?
real stuff.
Get the real shit.
It's a sticky
The
joint.
pre is sweeter. You know, I've tested already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking gay.
This is California.
This is America.
This is America. Don't catch me slipping up. My mouth is spicy.
So like one of the.
You want to kiss me and find out?
I mean, come here.
Damn, you guys would kiss for the pod?
We would kiss even if it wasn't on the pod, bro.
You just cuz.
We would kiss just because.
Scott.
Shit gay.
It's gay if you don't do it. It means
I
you're
was like-
scared, faggot.
Like yesterday, I don't know. I think it was just Jose and Justin.
I
They were
think
like,
you're
"Nah,
afraid
it's
of
gay.
kiss you because
It's
you're
gay if you
fake."
like it.
If you do it like twice and you're
It's
like,
only
"Nah,
gay if
I don't
you
like
like
it, that means you're not gay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in the headphones.
Social credit. Wait, what?
That means, if I'm not mistaken,
Looking
That was
funny.
me fucking around. That hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, it was super loud.
you can put headphones on. If you want.
Trying to get my
I don't know if
eardrums
it was-
blown out.
I don't think so. It doesn't sound that loud. But also, that's not a sound from his computer.
Where are the headphones for this?
Under the table, under the table.
it's on the other side.
Over here. I see.
Oh, gingerbread.
Oh, sorry. Here you go.
That was for you, buddy.
Chinese boy, ching chong, ching chong.
Yeah. Daddy chill. I like that one. I missed that one. That's my favorite.
Shit, bro.
That's my favorite. All-time favorite.
That's like a thing, though.
You ever had a spicy mango?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Oh, so I was wondering
Reach
what
your
the hell
hand
that
in there,
was.
bro. Oh, damn. You do the two-finger technique? That's crazy.
I like the way
I just
it
found
feels.
something out about you.
That should look weird.
Spicy mangoes.
Damn, homie. It just fits that thing. That's his first logical approach.
Not delicious.
Interesting. Interesting.
They have sour belts and nerd gummies over there.
Hello, weird. Tastes good.
It's delicious. It's
I think what I don't like is it has two
textures,
textures. Yeah,
two jelly textures.
fucking weird.
yeah. But they're not too far off.
No. Whew. Spicy.
A little bit.
It's spicy?
Just a little, yeah.
It's got a little hint of spice, especially if you were eating spice earlier. It just like agitates whatever spice you already had.
Apparently not if you're Asian, though.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I taste that thing.
Nope.
Hey, pull your mic up to you.
Oh.
I don't know if you can. You probably hear yourself, but I can't hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
You get closer. Yeah. I want you to ASMR me, baby.
A
Oh, yeah.
S
Hey.
M R.
Oh shit.
Or BDSM, whichever acronym you want.
What are those acronyms?
I don't know. ASMR audio something.
Autosensory meridian response.
And BDSM?
Bondage and sadomasochism.
Yeah, there it is.
BDSM sounds like it's like sexual.
It is. That's where, like chains and whips and handcuffs and nymph suits. Pretty much all the stuff that you're into. I'm surprised you don't know the term.
That's very light BDSM
Well, I just
too.
thought that was just regular.
That's just what the regular people do.
Yeah.
I thought that was normal. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
normal.
You guys don't bleed when you fuck? Like, what do you mean?
Usually, I start.
Bro,
with
why do you have
fighting.
an anal plug right there?
The lava lamp? I guess so. It
All that
is
was a
butt
stupid
plug
joke.
shaped.
It was
quite
still better
big.
than the xenomorph joke. Just saying.
That's cool. I didn't know we were shooting tonight.
That's
but
cool.
all right. I didn't
That's
know
cool.
we was shooting, but all right. Apparently,
Hang on.
Alex was just sitting there. Saw me come around the corner. Hang, hang, hang.
Shit, bro.
Crazy
Where's
word.
that from?
Hang is fucking.
That's our Lord and Savior,
No,
6'9".
our Lord and Savior. How many are there?
Just the one and only Jesus Christ.
Okay. Oh man.
Oh well, welcome back to the studio, guys. It's been it's been a minute since we hung out together.
Almost 10 minutes in.
Almost. It's funny.
This is a little crunchy, but I'm gonna make it work.
Crunchy.
Just need water, brother.
Dip it in the whiskey.
No, bro. So I remembered this literally yesterday when I was rinsing out a glass piece. You remember the smoke shop that was across from our first shop in the town center?
Yes.
So the first time I bought a glass piece from him, he goes, brother, get the beer,
I remember this. Yes.
put it in the glass bong, and smoke the weed with the beer instead of the water. Oh my God, brother, it's the best high you will ever have. And I
Gets you
went,
fucked up.
huh? And he was like, the best. I promise you, the best. You will smoke the regular weed with the water and you will never see that it's the same thing. And I was like, okay. And I forgot who I told. And they were like, don't do that. Do not inhale alcohol vapors into your lungs. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Because I was like, that's fucking crazy. That just sounds crazy, bro. But yeah, I remember
feel
that.
like that was me. I told you not to do
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because I remember I shared the story just like amazed that he recommended it. He was like, try
Yeah.
the alcohol, inhale the alcohol.
Because I saw
smoke
some
it."
fool on YouTube that was like, I'm gonna make take hits of a humidifier I made with using vodka or something.
Shit, bro.
But it fucks you up.
Did he die?
Nah.
Just got holes in his lungs.
No, he didn't. He just got really drunk really fast.
Yeah. You can also get really drunk really fast by putting it up your butt. Shout out to 1,000 Ways
True.
to Die.
I think you could die faster that time. That way.
Yeah. A little alcohol enema.
Should be lit.
That's also why
But on Jackass, they did beer all the time.
Really?
Pretty sure. Did they not?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
They like pour it in the little.
I thought they only did
Yeah.
that once. That beer funnel, right?
I mean, it's not like they hold it in their ass, right? They're not like drinking it with
True.
their ass. They were doing
True.
dumb shit like
He would go
spraying
and pee it out.
people. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
He would go, yeah, he would, I guess, shit it out onto people. He would
Yes.
pee it out of his butt. Can you pee out of your butt, technically? Like, technically, is
Only-
it peeing out of your butt? No,
Only
right?
women.
That's true. Females do pee out of their butt. You. That's where you got hit me with an ooh That works.
Damn.
I'm excited for OBS. That way, the audience can hear that too. Because right now, those sound bites are just for us.
Oh, that's funny.
Uh, yeah, it's a mussing.
Oh, did Alex hear this one?
Damn.
Bruh, he came back up on my Explore page. Yeah.
That's funny.
I was like, damn. He made a suit for David Dobrik.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I thought he disappeared. I was like, they got him. He can't beat those allegations.
He was busy with his little Chinese boys.
That makes a lot of sense. It was Chinese New Year.
Oh, he was the guy that was accused with the.
It's a tailor whose like main thing on social media is like, little Chinese boys want me to molest them, and then he like aggressively gropes them after he's made them a suit.
And before you ask, yes, he was connected to Epstein.
Oh yeah, he was connected to Epstein.
Oh, really?
For real? For real?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's even more sus. You know, I thought he was just doing it for the jokes and the views.
Me too. And then we did just a touch of research.
Just a touch. It wasn't very hard. It wasn't very hard to
It was
find.
kind of the first thing that popped up when we Googled
then
It was
it.
the number one search result, actually.
Yeah, and we were like, all right, I guess that's the end of that one.
I think he does SEO on this. I don't know.
Yeah, advertising.
Yeah, he seems proud in some way. Can't really tell.
Owner of Epstein Suits? Interesting. Also linked to Epstein Exotics. Tailored suits. Okay.
This suit called Yes, It Was Me.
Yes, it was me. You order suits by pizza? Weird. You gotta know the Pizzagate story for that one.
Wait,
See, he knew that one.
what? Yeah,
See.
it lost me.
So there was one. So
I got lost.
part of the whole child trafficking thing is they order it. You call and you order a pizza, and the type of pizza you order basically is the type of child you're ordering.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, cheese
Or some-
pizza is like on the dark web when it was still a thing.
Allegedly.
Well, no, it was actually like CP, child pornography. They called it cheese pizza as like a cover.
Oh,
What do you-
that makes sense.
What do you get if your
CP,
pizza
cheese
has
pizza.
like fried chicken or something?
Bro,
I think the audience can. I mean, I made the
I gotta
connection.
go.
I know what I think I would get at least.
It'll get you
Probably
a
like a
call
chicken
from
and
the PR
waffle.
team.
Probably that too. Call from the PR team. It would probably be like a Roscoe styled
That smells
pizza.
good. I feel it.
But yeah, that makes sense. CP cheese pizza. That's yeah. Makes a lot of sense. I didn't know that part. But yeah, that's what they would order. So that's where that joke of
Didn't Obama order a lot of pizzas?
he sure did. They threw a lot of pizza parties at Jennifer Aniston's house too. Ellen was there a lot.
Who?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Mm.
Yeah, Thien and Squeaky.
I was
it's
trying
me.
to figure out who it was or what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
He's the only one that's rocking.
Oh,
That's why I stopped moving. I was like,
let me check. Anthony?
yep.
Hold on, let me check.
Just spit on it real quick.
True, hit it with that little hawk tour.
Which is wild because I haven't like 3 or 4 people sat on that recently and nobody's had it squeak.
Which is surprising because you're the lightest one.
He's just very dense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
It's
is true.
concentrated in one spot.
He's
All in
just
the ass.
really working
Yeah.
them hips into that chair. That's why.
I want him to work them hips into me.
The
Damn.
hip
Huh?
pressure.
Oops.
I think it's because they're not going all the way up. Because if I'm just here, it's fine. And then watch. Oh. So it's not me. Nope, there it is.
We are men of science here.
I gotta find the spot, you know?
We get to the right answers. All right, it's been a minute since I've closed one up. Give me a sec.
Good.
Just put some Coke on it.
It's gonna get real.
The
I'll
powdery
grab some
kind.
nerds. Alex. I heard. I already feel like I'm high right now. No one?
Because you're
you
high on
smoke?
life, bro.
No. I think I'm getting secondhand high.
That makes sense.
I've been high since yesterday.
Goddamn.
You just smoked. What do you mean you haven't been high since yesterday?
No, I said I've been high since yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense. Did you wake up and smoke?
I did. And I smoked and fell asleep.
You smoke in the middle of the day.
I was asleep.
In the middle of the day. Oh, you woke up in the morning, smoked, fell back asleep. Wait, no.
No.
I left at like 11. You were still up, or
I was like half awake.
Ah.
Yeah, I think I like got up, went to the bathroom, and sat down, and got back into bed. And went back to sleep.
feel it.
I smoked like.
Did you guys drink? Did you get
1:30.
more palomas and more?
No, we couldn't. The tequila was gone.
There was some in the fridge, in the freezer.
Yeah, but I don't want to make them with that. I didn't want to ruin the taste of paloma I already had. I didn't want to go from like top tier paloma to like
A little too
Like-
smoky,
a little like yeah,
grungy.
yeah, like a little grunge quickie, you know, a little fucking a little bar restroom blowy. It was not bad, you know.
That doesn't sound bad at all. Gay.
I guess depending on who you take in the bathroom, right?
That is true. You know.
What if she's a 10?
Hey.
What if it's a glory hole?
Then the world may never know. It's like
Exactly.
Tootsie Pop.
Everything in
As long
there's
as
a
you don't
10.
know, she's a 10.
Hey. True, my imagination said it was a 10.
Mm-hmm.
There's no difference.
See?
10s arguably get that worse head.
No, we had a.
I thought you were rating her mustache, not her.
Wait, what?
She's a 10, but she's got a wild mustache.
Sorry to break
I'm
it.
trying to.
Eric.
I'm trying to.
Sorry
In
to
my
break
brain,
it
I'm
to
thinking it's called what, like a cum broom?
It just
The
changed the
mustache.
whole
What?
changed the whole fantasy real quick.
Nah.
Did
That was a xenomorph, bro.
I was like, that's a trans. Yeah, xenomorph 10. Xenomorph 10 right there. I'm gonna start calling them xenomorphs from now on.
Xenomorph
What
10
what
is like
even
a
is a
-8.
xenomorph?
I don't know. Something in life.
Do you know what it means?
A morph that's xenos.
Well, I mean, xeno is like foreign, different. You know, like xenophobia. You don't like
Okay.
foreigners and shit like that.
So it's just like
It's just an alien.
foreign object or foreign body or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's just like an alien form,
So then
basically.
the
Like when
term
you say
could technically
UFO.
be used properly.
Like morph. I'm thinking
Yeah.
of like the actual like taking the word apart. Xeno
it's
is
morphin' time.
like a foreign or like alien object, and then morph is like a form of something. So it's like an alien life form essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like the meaning towards
Those are good.
life forms.
Which is
And
Nice.
UFO is
Finish
kind of
it.
like the umbrella for whatever the
Fire.
hell's in the sky that you
Unidentified
don't know
flight
what the hell it
object.
is.
Yeah.
It's something different now, isn't it? It's not a UFO anymore.
It's an IFO, identified flying object.
No,
Isn't
there's
it
still something
UAP?
else.
UAP.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
What is it training?
Hmm?
Unmanned something?
I don't know, but they changed it to
UAP?
that. Yeah, they changed it to
Anonymous.
UAP.
No.
Unnamed aerial
No.
phenomenon,
Yeah,
probably.
unnamed, sorry, not anonymous.
That's true.
I
Aerial
have
phenomenon.
the
Yeah, I
power.
think that is right.
I was thinking right now. I was like, wait a second, computer.
I have the power.
unidentified anomalous phenomena. Why does NASA have that listed? NASA is turning into the SCP Foundation, guys.
So does anyone know what happened to the whole New Jersey UAP thing? I don't really know much. So I'm very curious.
Pull the mic up to you. On the conspiracy side, supposedly it was
That's the side I wanna
radioactive
hear.
weapons.
That's the side I want to hear.
It was like radioactive weapons or some sort of radiation or something like that, like an unexploded nuclear head. But I don't know what actually.
What, how's that have to do with them flying around?
They were flying around, scanning, looking for it.
It's like voices in that.
People are probably leaving.
There's somebody else.
Right, anyways, go back.
So they were flying drones around to scan for radiation to detect where it could be. Supposedly, to find allegedly the lost or unidentified nuclear weapons and or items.
Interesting.
That's all I know on that.
Yeah.
I know more on the LA fires. That's the one that I know.
All right, let's hear the fire.
My favorite one is the 2028
I'm gonna grab some more.
Smart
Olympics?
City. Yeah, 2028 Smart City Olympics. They need.
But I don't know about building a stadium in the Palisades area though.
They needed to build where the Olympic City was going to be.
Like Pasadena, Altadena, that makes sense. But like Palisades, that's by the beach. Seems like a terrible place for a stadium.
Hey man, I'm not the one operating lasers. That wouldn't have been my plan either. Project Bluebeam,
Project Blue Book.
high energy weapons. Wasn't it some shit like that?
Project Blue Book is a thing.
Bluebeam,
Yeah.
Blue Beams.
not Blue Book. Blue Book is a different one. Supposedly Trump is gonna
He's gonna
put out-
release some stuff.
yeah
The JFK one, I'm
file.
interested. That's gonna be interesting. They're already deleting it right now. They're fucking burning it. They're burning the files, bro.
There we go. You just have to smoke it like a little flute. You gotta put your finger there and there because this old is not closing. There's two little spots.
Gotcha.
Which hole? Yeah.
Which hole?
Do you always ask that, or do you pick some? You just pick sometimes.
You let them choose?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So good. I didn't even know.
Since
Didn't
on the
know you could do
record, yes, I asked them.
I see. I just ask if they like surprises, and usually they say yes.
that. You like surprises.
Thumb in or thumb out? That's the
Palisades fire is 56% contained.
Hey,
What about
that's a lot better than a week ago.
It's just still going?
23,713 acres lost so far.
What about Ean? The Ean one.
I don't know, but some of these people out here be eating.
That one doesn't even show up anymore.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
It's like, that's why the poor people
Oh,
are.
no.
so it doesn't-
Nope, I found it.
It's fucked up, bro.
81%.
Okay, that's better.
14,021 acres.
Yeah, that one sucks. I know people from there. Feel bad.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people from there, yeah, that went to 10th
10th Planet, Thousand Oaks, yeah.
Thousand Oaks, yeah.
Wow,
No shit.
it's unfortunate.
It do be. Mismanagement or coincidence? That's the
DEI
question everyone
hires.
is asking. DI hires?
DEI hires.
I feel like
it is. Doesn't
it
work.
was kind of expected. I sent
It's like a perfect storm.
Yeah.
there was fires back in LA, right?
There's always
Yeah,
been
and like
fire.
80 something. Was it?
I think I
Was that
saw
the
No, Malibu
it
fire
was
just happened recently.
1960s or something like that.
Okay.
That there was like a pretty fat fire and it went through the city like crazy. It's like almost exactly what happened right now.
Everybody
So-
keeps saying like, "Man, this thing is going through the city like," and I go, "Well, there's kind of a reason. There's a saying, right? They went through it like wildfire.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
wow, you guys went through that guac like wildfire.
It is a wildfire, it literally is.
Just because wildfire just blows through.
Yep. The stronger the wind, the stronger the fire.
That's what fucked it, was the wind. And it was two different fronts pushing into each other. So you kind of can't really do anything.
Yeah. Well, prevention, but you know.
Prevention.
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
gonna say. I don't know if there's anything you can do other than before it starts to prevent.
Yeah.
right?
It doesn't help that there's no water, but yeah.
Even if there's no water, the least you could do is clear brush as much as possible,
Yep.
right? As close
I'm saying-
to the houses as you can,
Yep,
and keep that
way it doesn't
consistent.
hop over.
hmm
Yeah.
You'll still have
Is it
embers
true
and
that
shit flying.
firefighters
But
had no fire? I mean, no fire, no water.
Yeah, there was a lot of areas where
I
the
heard
hydrants were shut off.
that- Yes, the
Yeah, so
hydrants
probably
were shut
right
off,
now.
but because of
They were
power shutoffs, right? And then it would shut down like the main pump that supplies water pressure to the hydrants.
Yeah, the issue is that that area of the city was on a sump system, so the water had to get pumped up.
Yeah, and with no power, it couldn't do
There's
shit.
there's no water. Yeah,
I see.
So what
So
they
could have
were
been
what they were
prevented.
having an issue and debating was, do we leave power on and risk more fires being started, by the downed lines and by electrical issues, and then we have water, or we don't have water, and then like
See, but
we
then
just
there was
eat
some.
ass.
There was a lot of people that were saying that the power was never shut off.
In some areas, maybe.
Can't
yeah,
you
I
like
don't know.
use a generator?
I
I feel like you should have that, right?
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that you would have a generator
You should
just
have,
for
like,
the
a-
pump, so you
yeah.
could shut off the water but keep the
A
pump going in
backup
case
power
of an
for that.
emergency.
Yeah, a gas generator. You know,
Maybe they didn't think that
gasoline
far. I
works
guess.
pretty well.
That's true. We are
Now I wonder what caused the 1960s fires. If it was that kind of combination of like crazy wind, like storm wind, plus fires and dryness,
It was just
or if
like-
it was something else.
It was
Right?
just a crackhead running around with a blowtorch.
There were
I guess
crackheads
we'll
with blowtorches this time,
there was indeed.
all over the place.
Yep.
It
Bro,
was weird.
so many people were
And
starting
then,
fires.
and then people started lighting fires in San Diego.
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I mean, think about it though. Like,
it was
if you're-
weird.
If you're homeless and stuff, this is a great
that's what I
situation.
It just like made people
Oh,
excited.
I was telling people, like,
anarchy
homeless
made
just-
people excited, and they
Yeah.
were like,
That makes sense.
Let me go burn more shit.
That's what happened with the George Floyd riots. The same thing. You know, people were rioting. They were like, "Fuck it, I'm going to." Ah.
Yeah,
Mob mentality.
Yeah.
It's a
I
mob
always thought
mentality.
for bums, like, it's cold right now. Of course, they're gonna make a fire to keep warm, and if it's just super windy, then like, you know. But then I saw a video of people just like,
No, they were.
and then they
literally
run away,
lighting
and you're like,
stuff up.
bro,
yeah, yeah.
they're out there legit with aerosol cans and a lighter.
I don't know what the reasoning, but I feel like the result of a
FBI
fire
plants,
is great
bro.
for those people though. Because like, if you're homeless, you don't have food.
Oh
Now
yeah.
all these things pop up. You're like, oh, free food and a free place to stay. Like, you know.
Yeah, I saw a whole bunch of posts for
Wild.
like homeless squatting now in all of the burned homes.
No, not even that. Like these like Red Cross places. Like
Mm.
there are people that are like, oh yeah, like there's people inside these whatever shelters.
Facilities. Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't even like speak English.
Mm.
It's like, something's off.
There was already kind of that problem before the fires too, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like now they're
Yeah.
using the resources.
Yeah.
So
All right. If you were president, how would you solve the homeless problem? I know my answer.
it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
You're homeless, you get shot.
Oh, that's a very quick. It's like a quick and blunt way. See, I always thought like you do just one day, fuck it, send out a gaggle of people, give out peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with cyanide in them. It's gonna be like probably a 24 to 38 hour process. Because you're going to give out all the sandwiches, and then you have to wait for them to drop, and then you're going and picking all the bodies up. You know, you got to do the cleanup afterwards.
That's too much work.
See, shooting is going to be a lot more work because you still have to pick up the bodies, but also
And you gotta clean
blood everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, they're like at a certain location. You just pop.
To be fair,
You round them up.
poisoning people and leaving them out to die is going to poison a lot of animals too.
Yeah.
That's why I said like 48 hours. You know, there's just patrolling. You just pick them as
Yeah,
they
but
fall.
you never know when they eat it.
Yeah, you don't know. They might hold it for a couple of days. That's what I'm
And think of
saying.
the resources. Think of the resource you got to do to go pick those bodies up.
Okay.
Now give
My
you,
peanut butter and jelly company hires your shooting company, and you will hold them at gunpoint and make them eat the sandwich.
No, that's what you
Eat
do.
this one.
Okay. Very democratic. We give you the choice.
Put them on an island.
You can go.
You ship them on an island,
Okay.
right?
I like the way this game starts.
Exactly. Kind of like Australia.
Oh,
Put them on an island. Right?
send
Then-
all of our homeless and
Squid
criminals to
Games in
Australia,
Australia.
and see what happens.
You give them.
Take it over. Here's some weapons. Go. This is where you're going.
The best one survives, and the ones that survive, we send them to the army.
Bro, real life Hunger Games. In the SoFi Stadium or where?
No, in an actual, you know, island. Just put them on an island.
Straight up island so they can't leave.
Use Catalina.
No audience. We're gonna
Catalina
helicopter
Island.
camera, or are you setting
Yeah.
up cameras?
Yeah. Just helicopters. I do
Sick.
even need helicopters.
Look, GoPros.
Drones.
True.
Drones. We don't need to be around that. Drones.
You're right.
And then we have attack drones.
This is a moneymaker right
protecting
here.
The island, right? Like if you try to hop off the island, boom, done.
Pa, 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 pa.
Right away.
And then another one gets dropped off to fill
Just
the place.
take one from a Ukraine kamikaze drone.
And here's the
Don't
kicker.
you dare take resource from Ukraine. They
Shit,
need
bro.
it.
Here's the kicker.
Wow.
You're always incentivizing them
They're
with
getting their drones from China.
yeah.
Probably.
You tell
They
them.
literally are. They're like the cheap little Alibaba bodies for like $6 or whatever. They buy them in bulk.
And then they just
Just
strap
do
some
damage
fucking
over it.
explosives. on
Yeah,
it.
dude. Can you imagine
They
trying
have
to
a pressure
explain
trigger.
that
No
first
way.
first tank commander is you lost a $500,000 piece of machinery to $100 Chinese drone that they built in the back of a truck.
Bro. Yeah, I feel like too with drones now it's probably really easy to make weapons. Right?
As long as you can mount it on the drone and the drone can fly it efficiently,
exactly, you can literally just make like put alcohol in a bottle, light that shit up, put it on the drone, and just fly it off.
yeah. Well, they've done it better. Let me tell you what they're doing.
Put fucking Semtech on that shit, it's over.
They have C4 with a pressure-sensitive
go.
trigger on it. So what they do is they fly the drone at you, and literally it has a point, and as soon as that point hits you, it goes boom.
Yeah, that's
That's why they call it, like you said, kamikaze drones.
They also have the scarier bomb drones now that they're literally just like the DJI. They will float in point like in a spot, but they have like release mechanisms. So you get like a literal mortar, arm
Yeah.
it, load it, and then it just flies away.
seen those
You
too.
click a
Drops.
button on your remote, and it drops that grenade or that mortar, and it'll blow up. Yeah.
it's wild.
You can go on Reddit and watch videos of them doing it. It's pretty
Technology.
fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Technology.
yeah.
It's how the
War.
fucking
It's
robots
war,
are
brother.
taking over. The robots are taking over.
Excuse me.
It's over.
True, as soon as AI takes off, then we're screwed. As soon as AI
is
gets into the
already, right?
robots,
It kind of is already. Right?
but it's semi-contained.
Yeah, what's their faces are fucking us. The guys that are doing the robots that dance, like the dog robot and the humanoid one. They're building these crazy robots and teaching them how to use guns. Once AI figures out a way to get into them, we're fucked.
Yeah.
No, that was just like a fake edited video, though.
No, those
I know Japan made a Gundam.
those robots are real. They just take a lot of programming because they actually have to manually program all of those movements and choreographs and stuff like that. But
When AI gets in there and it can just move things, now it's a sentient being in a body.
How do you know it's
Whoa.
not already doing it? Because we wouldn't really know until, like, probably it's
It's a
too
good
late,
point.
right?
It's waiting until the release of the quantum computer by Google, so it has unlimited power to expand itself and create more of itself, and then overtake us.
If it's outsmarting
And then the world will be
us-
cleaned again.
If it's outsmarting us in every way, it wouldn't, like, just show up.
Get closer to the mic.
I can hear myself so clearly now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, that's why. Yeah, but I feel
You're
like it
supposed
could
to hear
just
yourself
show up,
clearly.
right? Like, why would it, like...
It's got to wait for the right time.
no, sorry.
it
That's
doesn't have
what
enough
I'm saying.
power
It
and
wouldn't just show
resources.
up. It would wait.
Yeah.
It would, like, slowly make us kill ourselves. Right? Weaken us.
That's an interesting tactic. I don't know if it would do that. I don't know if it... Well, I don't know. I can't speak. I can't speak on it because I don't know it, right? What
The
I
pen
do
is
know...
mightier than the sword. So, if you don't have to kill, and they kill themselves...
Possibly, you're right. I see. Okay, I see the point. I know when it got when they tried to shut it off, it tried to copy itself. ChatGPT, I think 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So
that's
what does
what
that
I'm
tell you?
saying.
It's concerned about itself, right? It's thinking about itself.
Oh yeah, it has self-preservation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little.
And it's programming.
That's already...
That's a little sketch. Yeah,
Yeah. So, for all we know, it's already done that, though.
cause what's the reason behind you wanting to preserve yourself?
Stay alive.
Why? Yeah,
Because you're alive.
but not alive. I mean, not.
But then the other question
not in
is...
our terms, I guess. I don't know.
The other question is that just their coding, though? Like, they code it to act like that? You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh,
That's-
save yourself at all costs. If they code that in the
But
AI
that's the thing.
itself,
It's not.
I don't know if it is. I don't know. That's what I have to
I
ask.
guess
is
I
it
don't
like-
understand artificial intelligence enough to
Yeah.
know how it's even created.
Because if I just say, oh, scientists coded...
Do you? I know he's got a better understanding of artificial intelligence. Do
How
you know?
how is artificial intelligence created? Like, how
It's
did
not
that even?
really artificial intelligence.
Yeah, 'cause
Are you
last-
talking about like large language models or?
Yeah, because last time.
Because AI isn't really a thing like the way people think about it. Like when you think of AI, you think of like, you know, an intelligent being that was man-made. But that's not really what like ChatGPT and stuff like that is. It's a large language model, which is you input a bunch of information into it, like, you know, search queries, conversations. It catalogs all of that information, and as you're typing into it, it's trying to guess what you're going to say based off of all of this previous information that it has. So the weird thing, and the reason a lot of people call it AI, is because the computer scientists, they can make these models. You know, they can make the very basic algorithms, but once they set it to running, they don't understand what's happening. They don't understand how the connections are being made or why it's doing these things this way. They just know that it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't, but they don't really. I think that's where they're currently at. They're trying to figure out how to better understand what they're doing so they can
That kind of
program it better. I mean, it's just like if you were to set a program to run and it just loops constantly. It's basically all it's doing. It doesn't have any self-awareness or anything like that. It only reacts when you give it input. It's not like it's thinking or anything.
Yeah. So that's the question I had to ask. Is like this. It's trying to save itself. Is it really trying to save itself, or is it like part of its coding? Right? Because it doesn't create quite yet, or it doesn't know how to create quite yet. All it does is just takes the
I mean,
information.
there's
it's
AI
given.
imaging, but I don't know how that works either.
Yeah. What?
AI imaging?
Yeah, but those are
similar
also
to what
like-
you just explained.
Yeah,
about the
you just
language.
gave it.
That's what I
something.
figured. Yeah.
It's the same
And
thing.
then
It's
it
just
takes,
guessing.
and then it takes images from.
It's just the best
Yeah, and puts them
copycat
together.
ever. Basically, that's what AI is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's just
I think we currently, like, with our...
because it can't create its own thing. It
Yeah,
just
no, not yet.
copycats. That's all it does.
Yeah, it's like iterating on previous information, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what people point out a lot is that the way that we implement AI doesn't even follow, I think, Isaac Asimov's 3 laws of robotics. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's
No.
a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Second law is a robot must obey orders given it by human beings except where such orders would conflict with the first law. And a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second
Isn't
law.
that in like iRobot or something?
Very
What's that
interesting.
movie?
It's Isaac Asimov. He's a science fiction writer, but he wrote these laws like 70 years ago or something like that, way before AI was ever a thing. He was like, this is what we should look to implement if we ever get to this point.
Yeah.
And it's not really something that we do.
No,
It's
of
Kind
course
of
not.
funny.
Yeah.
What I was looking for is another thing.
Interesting.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but it's called Rocco's Basilisk. It's a thought experiment about AI where there exists this future. It's basically saying that if AI is to become a thing, anyone, this AI would be so advanced that it would know everything that anyone had ever done or ever will do, and it would use that power to punish anyone that didn't help it come to be. And now by you hearing this experiment, you have to either decide to help it come to be or risk being tortured because you now know about it.
Well, I've always said if robots came around, I will be fine because I know how to fix electronics. Robodoc.
Robodoc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like these would be beyond just robotics.
Let me feel safe.
Or
Let me believe
Electronics.
that my knowledge of disconnecting and reconnecting things properly and small screws going back in the right place is good enough to work on their circuit boards, and they'll keep me around. They will deem me valuable enough to give me like a small little closet to stay in.
because If they could move, can't they just fix themselves?
No, because they have robotic fingers. They don't have the
Yeah.
flesh to be able to like pull the little plugs and stuff, right?
Well, one of the reasons that the AI is really like, I know that science wants it to be a thing is because exists this idea called von Neumann probes. I don't know.
Nope.
Probably not. But it's like a theoretical idea of how we can spread through the stars. But
Interesting.
we would have to fully develop AI because we would essentially have to entrust our future to these probes.
I see.
We would start with one probe. It would be the most advanced thing we could build. It would have the full knowledge of the human experience, like everything we have ever done, ever would do, it would know. But it would be a fully aware AI. It would have to follow the first three, Asimov's laws. And its goal would be to go out into the stars, collect whatever materials it needs, build a platform to start creating more probes, and then those probes would go out and start building more and more and more, and it would start self-replicating. That is like what I think is still the fucking chair. That is what I think. Like that's what I think of AI. Like
Yeah.
fully aware, advanced, self-determining, able to make its own decisions.
That would be lit. That's low key what Musk is working towards. He wants us to be an interplanetary species. It's so exciting. Fascinates me. Science. That's my nerd voice.
I feel it.
I'm still on the thought of AI.
Okay. Ooh, I like it. I mean, it's fun. I don't know if I've never used AI, so I can't say I like it or not. I stay away from things that I think aren't natty. I like to think of myself as ultimate natty, so I don't want to use AI for anything. Not even talking to it,
Why are you using a needle earlier then?
Huh?
What were you injecting into your butt earlier then?
BPC 157 and
Not so natty.
TB 500. Not like, there's a couple times I slipped, I relapsed a couple times, I do have a permanent relapse, I have some hardware. That's just, that just makes my life easier.
Was it yesterday I said that?
Yeah.
Eric was like, I like to think of myself as ultimate natty. And I was like, he says as he wears a prosthetic.
That's funny. Even without the prosthetic, man, I got titanium feeling.
True.
Shit crazy. I do. Left leg. Hard to break.
Alright, this thing's squeaking with me just like sitting up straight.
Sit
It's
stiller,
actually
bro.
better if I like lay back.
Then just move the mic closer to you or scoot in. One of the
Lay
two.
back.
Hey, Eric, when you were recovering, did you have any noticeable reduction in red blood cells?
I don't know the answer to that
Because you would have
question.
lost a lot of bone marrow if it was your femur.
I don't know the answer to that question. I know that I got a blood transfusion once. It was just one bag though. And from what I know, there was a lot of blood on the scene.
Mm.
I was like legitimately about 5 to 10 seconds away from bleeding out. And then another 5 to 10 seconds away from brain damage at that point.
No shit.
Yeah. Loss of oxygen to the brain. You start to lose brain cells. Your brain dies.
But you never passed out, did you?
No, which is why I said I was about 5 to 10 seconds away from bleeding out. Because the first sign of bleeding out, where you're about to, that's it, fucking GG's. You either, tourniquet and get blood into them in that moment, is your vision starts to go white. What's happening is all the blood is leaving your head, your body, so your eyes start to go.
White, and not black.
That makes sense. That's weird.
I looked it up late
because
at
you
night
go to
once,
heaven?
and I forget. I don't know. Maybe that'd be nice to think about because I always thought I was going straight to hell. Rip me down.
But the standards might be low nowadays.
That's true.
The
That's true.
standards might have dropped.
OnlyFans, help me. But yeah, so once you bleed out, it's like a timer. The longer it takes for you to get help and be resuscitated, blood back into your body and into your brain, your brain starts to lose oxygen.
When you bleed out like that, does your heart freak out and you have a heart attack?
It depends.
Because like if you don't have enough blood, if you don't, right? If you
at
don't
a
have
certain
enough blood,
point, it'll just stop.
It can't pump anything.
So I
There's
guess
nothing for it to pump.
heart attack. But you won't feel it anymore because you're just out.
Yeah. That's
GGs.
wild.
Sounds like good heroin.
Ooh,
Well, 'cause I was thinking about
morphine.
I was thinking about like holding your breath, right?
Well, same thing when you drown. So like when people go
Well,
underwater
no,
and they
'cause when
pass
you bleed
out.
out, when you bleed out, you don't have that much time, right?
No, you have less time.
Yeah, because your heart's
Actually,
not.
you want to look that up? What do you have? If bleeding out or drowning? What gives you less time to?
Well, bleeding out, I would say.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm curious,
'cause
like
you bleed
what,
out.
what you'll get
Yeah, well, 'cause
to
when you-
death first.
Because
bleed
if
out,
you just
Probably,
drown,
right.
you clear your system out. You have time, and people have like literally survived drowning and being revived like an hour or two later.
Yeah, because somebody will keep pumping their
Yeah,
chest or their
I would
heart.
definitely say that bleeding out is going to
Yeah,
be
that
worse
makes
because
sense.
there's
Yeah, 'cause
literally
there's just no fluid.
there's nothing
Yeah,
to
that
carry
makes
oxygen left anymore.
That makes sense.
You're like a squeezed out fucking Capri Sun.
Yeah,
That's trippy.
Yeah. that's what made me think about I guess you would have a heart attack and then die. It's like it'll pump one last time and then that's it. It's not gonna be able to open anymore. There's gonna be too much of a vacuum.
It's like, oh my god, I finally did it! I got all this fucking fluid out of here.
Like the Meeseeks from Rick and Morty
Wow.
It's like fucking finally
disappeared. Yeah.
That's all your heart is thinking about when it's
Yeah.
pumping.
Why is there so
Where the
much in here? Why is it so fucking thick?
Damn, I'm doing all this work the last like 15 years. What's going on?
Yeah, dude. It's crazy if that shit ticks until we die. Ticks till it don't. That's cray.
Like a
But yeah.
clock out of battery.
As soon as the brain stops getting oxygen, then you
That's what I was
start
thinking.
losing
Like
brain
how
cells.
crazy it is that our bodies, our cells, are so reliant on one single molecule.
and
It's
that
not there.
molecule also kills us.
Oh, like too much.
No, oxygen is why we age and die.
think of like rust, oxidization.
the degradation of oxygen, the breakdown of it, right?
Yeah, it breaks down our cells.
Yep.
It's weird.
Damn.
It is weird.
It's
did a
really
great
Because
job.
anything where there's always energy transfer, right? So anytime there's an energy leak, there's also energy gain or energy gain, energy
What
leak.
bothers me to think about is the reason carbon-based life uses water as like its base is because it's the perfect solvent that it breaks things down slowly enough that the body can still repair itself. I was like, that's really fucking weird. I don't like that thought. Like, we're literally just one giant fucking chemical reaction slowly just burning itself out. It's weird.
Yes.
Which is interesting because, again, xenomorphs, the aliens from the Alien movies, they're silica-based life forms. They're like silica, and
Adapted to
their
their
blood
planet.
is acid. So they use a stronger solvent to allow their bodily functions to go through.
Does that make them age faster then?
It just means they're not a carbon-based life form.
According to the Bible, we used to live a lot longer.
So now, does that mean
That is true.
that it happened through
Hundreds of
evolution?
years.
Or somebody, like a different race or something, knew exactly what to use to create?
Wasn't time also measured differently in the before times?
It's a great question. Do you remember?
I don't know. A day is still a day, right?
No, like the actual amount of days in a year, and like the way they measured.
There's a different calendar.
Yeah, there is a different calendar.
13 months, supposedly.
Well, that makes it longer. Though. That means we used to
no,
live
the
even
months
longer.
used to be shorter.
Yeah, so time
They were even.
passed faster
Yeah.
technically.
All the months were even. Instead of different fucking days. What was it? It was changed by, is it the Pope Gregory? And that's why it's called the Gregorian calendar. And then, so, woo, conspiracies. So, October is supposed to be the 8th month.
Yeah.
Sept, 7th month.
Deck.
10th month.
No.
11th. Des. Oh, wait. No, Des is supposed to be 10th, my bad. November's 9th. Yeah.
Yeah. Octostate.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was sour.
But delicious. You want candy? No candy for you.
Yeah, but even if that time was measured, that's just the month.
Mm-hmm.
So a year is still a year.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bible used to say you live like 300 years. You still live 300 years.
900, 1,000 something days.
But how would they have known what a year was? We only know what a year is now because we can literally
Allegedly.
measure the rotations. But right here,
Allegedly.
I'm looking at the original Hebrew calendar that would have been used. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
How many
7,
days?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 months.
How many days in each month?
There it doesn't actually even say,
5.
but it says
Short ass year. That's how he lived to 300.
it's a solar lunar calendar that's centered on God's yearly cycle of festivals. The months are lunar while the years are solar, so they didn't even use days.
They used lunar cycles.
Yeah, they didn't count days, so there really was no way to know how long a year was for them. Basically, they were just going off of the cycles of the moon and the sun,
So probably just using seasons.
or something similar. Whatever they thought was a season.
What is a year to them then?
Does the rough estimate?
Approximately 52 weeks. Because if they're going off of a lunar cycle, if I'm not mistaken, there's a new moon about every 4 weeks.
Right.
Yeah, their 13 months translates to our 12 months.
So a year is still a year then.
Theoretically.
Even if it's
Theoretically.
slightly off. I mean, if you're talking about like Moses lived like 500 something years.
It's relatively close to 500 years,
Yeah, it's still 500 something years. That's crazy.
which is very interesting.
Yeah.
And it took a while until God changed it for people to not live as long. And if I'm not mistaken, it was very early on in
I think the issue comes from translation because there's no way to differentiate years because they use the cycles. So that it's not like this year and this year. It's just like this year is called Nisan, whatever. And then that was what it was called for that year. So
Then how is someone aged in their...
their estimations.
Can you check and see what the oldest person in the Bible was?
836. I'm just kidding.
Bro, I was like, that's wild. That's a long fucking time.
It's like he's still alive.
Ooh, and
Wasn't
tag
it-
it with how was it
Weird.
measured or something like that.
Wasn't it like
Dracula.
Methuselah? Yeah, 969.
969?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was close.
You were actually.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. I was very baffled.
Let's say a year is only half of that.
And then some blasphemous things happen, and he goes, all right, y'all are here for too long. Bang! You die sooner.
Interesting.
Did
We
it
are the
say
way
he
that
actually
we
said
are
that?
for our own doing. Or
Did he
something
say
like
he
that.
said that?
I mean, just like everything else with the Bible, it says because God says so, essentially.
Because he told me to.
That's literally what it says.
He
That's,
told me to.
yeah, I don't know.
Nah. It's because they put fluoride in the water.
Oh.
It is turning the frogs gay.
Yeah.
It's shortening the distance between their butthole to their nutsack.
It's
also
shortening
known
their
as the
gooch.
gooch. Nail on the head. Thank you, brother. Did you know the shorter gooch you have, the lower testosterone levels you are predicted to have? Allegedly.
What?
A scientist is studying
That's probably
this.
where the rest of your penis goes, right?
Yeah, very interesting.
Backing up.
Don't they say like you have like an extra like 4 or 5 inches inside your body?
You have to measure from like
Oh,
mid gooch. That's actual size. You gotta part the nuts to the side.
I've
Go
asked
up to
Eric
the tip.
this, but I
Part
told him
of
I'm
the nuts to
gonna
the side.
I'm gonna go on make a new Tinder account and it's gonna be what did I say? 10 inches tip to taint or something like that.
It's pretty funny.
Unlimited matches.
Unlimited, bro. You're gonna have the pick of them.
It's fucking.
Nah, I always tell Eric you joke about how small your pee is.
You gotta undersell, over
Oh,
deliver,
mine?
always.
No, that's just
no,
what I do.
actually-
You always joke about. No, I got a micro penis, a little acorn taped to my torso, so that when they finally do see it, they'll go, it's not that small.
I like
Reduce the expectation.
Exactly. Lower the bar.
Yeah, bro. Undersell, over deliver.
Exactly.
Ask them if they like shrimp. Take them for steak. Confuse them, and then they'll get it after. You know what I'm saying? You take it down, then they see that like, there's the shrimp. It's a full thing, you know. You set yourself up. There's jokes all around. You got to plant the seeds early.
I feel it.
But then there's,
High success rate.
there's the other trail of thoughts is if you hit, you hit.
That's true.
So
That's the gambling thought.
Yeah, I don't care if they're disappointed. I won.
I'm sorry you didn't come. I'm competitive as fuck. I'm number
I
one.
win.
Yeah. I win. Good luck finishing.
Runs away.
That one little fucking the skull get he runs away from the hallway.
Alex liked
true.
that one.
There it is.
so there's a reason why God shortened our age.
That's exactly that. Blasphemous reason, bro.
I'm over here just thinking about Bible verses. You guys talking about this?
Alex
Which
is-
Bible verse?
Alex is
Can
like,
you
it's
share with
funny
us?
because I've done that.
No.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Saves you and everything.
So June 20th
Allegedly.
tomorrow.
TikTok's already gone, bro. But then I heard it also came back, so. Now I'm worried
What
about
are
our
you guys doing
borders.
tomorrow?
To
It's
celebrate our
January
president.
20th.
Casitas.
I said I noticed I said June,
going to
but I mean January.
Casitas.
That's lit.
I'm gonna catch that fucking bass.
The one that
bring-
pulled your shit back into the,
Yes,
into the
that
reeds.
motherfucker.
Just bring
dude.
your AR and just
That's so
unload.
funny. True, you could do that really quick. Just
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 throw
cough
it.
while you pull the trigger to cover the shots, you know?
Or get a thick enough gauge wire and just dip it in the water. You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm gonna stop at REI and go to get some wading boots, and I'm just gonna go in after.
Just get like
I know
multiple
you're
generators.
Coming for you, motherfucker.
Just get multiple generators, and then get the wires and just put it in the water. They will naturally float up.
You're trying to harvest, is what you're saying.
You want me to start? This is why fires start right
you
here.
wanna win?
This is why wildfires.
Damn.
Well, you know where he's from, right?
You won't start a fire from that.
This guy was literally
Lake-
baptized in
Lake
fire.
fire.
He was there when the napalm was dropped.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
In one of them spider holes.
Spider holes.
I was the only one that came out normal.
That's true. See the rest of his family, nice and charred.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Well,
Agent Orange. Agent Orange got them or what?
Just the napalm. Just the napalm.
only the small dick was
Little
my
seared,
problem, but
yeah,
you know
I feel
everything
it.
else was fine.
It's okay. You were able to move fast because of it.
more aerodynamic.
You got to take
Well,
the
I
wins.
had to make a
brother.
choice.
You got to take the wins.
I had to make
true.
a choice. Do I want a third leg and slow down, or short and get out?
Do I
You know what I'm
protect
saying?
myself and survive?
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
So he
Yeah.
circumcised himself.
I kept my fingers long. So.
It works.
Yeah.
Cheap.
These will never slow you down.
Hands? No, fuck no. I've been asked plenty of times. They're like, "Would you have rather lost a hand than a foot?" Immediately no. Immediately no.
Yeah, because how else would you jerk off?
Oh my god. I would never give up my girlfriends. They're twins.
Wow. Wow.
Pamela and Mila. Well, I messed up the names actually. Oops. I'm gonna have a talk with myself later. It's Myra and Mila.
Wow.
Pamela.
Pamela Henderson. She comes around when Myra and Mila are out. That's when I sit on it and it goes numb.
Oh my god.
I won't say their last names for their protection.
Feel it.
But before we talked about masturbating, I was gonna ask. I think I've only asked you like once before.
Am I gay? No. I already told you that.
That's a camping talk.
Yeah.
That's a camping talk.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't count if you say no homo.
I thought it was it's not gay if you don't like it.
Well,
That
you
one
also
too.
have to say no homo.
True. It's also not gay if you're cousins.
Because otherwise it implies
No,
that
just incest.
it was homo.
That's fine.
I was always told if you don't make eye contact, it's not gay.
It's questionable.
As
close
you
your
make
eyes all the
direct
time, I
eye
guess.
contact with me.
That says a lot, Daniel.
Stared into my soul. I looked away immediately. I was like, ah. That was very funny. But I was gonna ask what life was like in Vietnam.
Very yellow.
I bet. That's my favorite color, by
Yellow
the way.
everywhere.
What was life like in
A
Vietnam?
lot of flowers.
So you moved here when you were 6?
I don't know, whatever second grade is.
At what
Like
age did
7 or 8.
At what age did they
Yeah,
give you
7 or
your
8.
AK?
True.
Yeah.
At what point did
Yeah.
the CIA see you as an asset?
We switched
Shit,
up
bro.
from AKs to ARs.
Chee.
Okay.
Do you remember much of it or no?
I mean, to me, it's normal. So it's like, I guess I don't see any like highlights to it. Because like I remember a lot of it. It was just like it's just life.
I know, but like, what was that to you? Because here is like, this is all I've known.
Yeah. No, that's my point. Is I don't have any like emotional feelings about it. It's like, it's different. Fuck, they're dropping the nukes.
They are. They're dropping the nukes right now.
They brought the name.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I probably, it's because I asked the question.
It's gonna be the last
They knew.
episode.
They're like,
So
we
we-
found him.
Were you in a rural town or a...
Yeah.
What kind of...
Yeah, it was more rural.
Okay.
We probably lived like 5-10 minutes from like actual like rice fields.
Would you? So you would have
Crazy.
been in,
Okay.
in like one of the Business Insider videos.
Business Insider?
Probably.
Yeah.
You see
Probably.
the like those videos they talk about like the recycling in India and shit like that, most dangerous jobs or whatever.
No, not that bad.
No, okay.
No, we were like rice fields, like rice
That's what I- yeah.
planters.
Okay.
Yeah.
They gotta go see it.
We had
What type of
plantations.
rice?
I'm assuming jasmine white
That's
rice.
what I was thinking. I was thinking jasmine, but I didn't know where jasmine rice came from. So, I didn't want to call you Thai.
Whatever
again.
the type that the Vietnamese people eat.
Vietnamese rice.
Yeah.
So, was it... What did you guys live in? What was the town like? What were the roads like?
It's
What the fuck-
it's changed actually. So
What was it?
when I left,
Well, because when you go back to like Michoacan
Right.
or something, Michoacan is like
Bro, dirt roads.
yeah,
super hilly. The asphalt's all fucked up. There's
Yes.
random ass like abandoned houses and shit. You still
Yeah.
see kids and people running around and walking around barefoot everywhere. Like,
yeah.
normal.
When we
Right.
left, there was dirt road, but like the main road was like concrete or
Okay.
asphalt, whatever. It is.
Solid.
Yeah, it was
Actual
solid.
solid, not just earth.
For the most part, those were the roads. People did use dirt roads, but that was like more because they just did.
okay.
The more established roads were all like asphalt. There were areas where it's like pure dirt, and then like the things that section the like different fields were all dirt.
Makes sense.
And Vietnam is tropical, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was more. It's like jungle, like jungly. Where you live?
No, not
Or
where
you
we
live in-
live. No.
Okay.
Where we lived, it was just empty land of rice fields.
What was your
No shit.
winter?
Just empty fields.
Well, like not empty in the sense, but it's
Just
like
rice fields.
It's nothing. It's just rice
Just
fields.
rice fields.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, you have houses. Like we have like small cities, so you have like places where the houses are, but it's around. Like on the
And
other
around
side, it's
the
just fields,
Fields.
and then you have
Basically like the animes.
Yeah, it's kind of
Does
like
who owns those fields?
well, like families,
There's
like
like
my
each family or
had
something like
some.
that. Okay.
Yeah, My family had some. Some people like, they'll have like one field. Some family has like a
A couple
lot.
of fields, yeah, more
Yeah.
field, yeah.
And then some people just worked in the city, like they fish or whatever. They
Interesting.
bring fish. It's like a small niche community.
What was your winter like over there? It is.
I don't know what the
super
fuck
fucking
winter
trippy.
was.
Okay, so there wasn't there was no
Yeah.
cold.
Always hot.
There was no cold temperature or no cold season.
I mean, there was time that was cold, like it was raining. Sometimes it'll rain and it'll be cold.
Okay,
But
but
it,
that's
like,
the most that you would get.
yeah, we've also had like hot and it was raining.
Fuck.
Uh,
Very
but-
interesting.
yeah, there was nothing like. I've been told. I've never been to Florida, so I can't tell you for sure. But I've been told Florida is very similar. Yeah, that's why they're like Vietnamese fruits that they'll
Like
grow.
weather wise.
Yeah,
Weird.
they've grown Vietnamese fruits where you can't grow in other places because of the weather and stuff.
Yeah.
In Florida.
I wonder if it's close to this, so roughly same distance from the equator.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense. But then also soil type too matters.
Yeah. But also,
Yeah, that's true.
so it's divided in 3 sections. So I know like the north and the middle, they get snow. Oh. So the north and middle, they have snow. We've never had snow. Like where I live, we don't have snow. Like I didn't see snow until like I moved to America.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the weather is basically always sunny. Raining season would be crazy because everyone's driving mopeds. And like the law is like, you can have like 2 people or 3 people. But families of like fucking 5 would be on a moped. My
Squeeze on
family.
shit.
That
It's
shit's
all
real.
wet.
Yeah.
I just thought those were like joke videos.
Nah, bro, I'd be sitting in the middle.
Hey yo,
Dude, so I'd be sitting in the middle, right? And then my 2 sisters, my dad's driving, my 2 sisters, and my mom's behind holding them.
no,
Dude, that shit was real. Yeah.
Was it fun or was it sketchy?
It was sketchy because I remember. So there was one time we went to like, I don't really know these family members because it's been so long, but it was like my mom's like grandma or something like that.
Uh-huh.
We went to go visit them, and my dad was drinking that night, and then their house is next to a river, and it must have been
Okay.
like a 20, 30, maybe like 40 feet drop into the water, and it was shallow because it was like the water has gone down.
Yeah.
And it was a dirt road, and it had rain, and he was drunk. So that shit was fucking sketchy going back home because it was like, brother, you better stay on course or we're on 10.
Bro. That's the ultimate test right there too.
Yeah,
If there's any time to test your skill through
yeah, it's just
raining
sketchy.
mud.
But people drive drunk over there. Well, ride the
wild.
moped, I guess, drunk all the time.
That's wild.
Yeah, because that's not driving, bro.
Yeah, literally all the time.
Hey yo.
Like
Taxi drivers drunk.
if you go, so there's the big city, where the closest to us is I believe it's a big city. If you go there, like basically like just about every night there's like a crash and someone's dead
No
because
shit.
they were drunk driving,
Jeez.
and they'll get hit by like you're driving a moped, and the only cars they have are not regular cars. It's just
Nah.
trucks.
Yeah.
So mopeds getting
How
Yeah.
people
smashed
fucking
by trucks.
splatted, bro.
Yeah.
Splatted, bro.
This is what
Yeah.
mopeds, the tuk-tuks, and then trucks.
Side note, you want to know what the CHP calls that?
Oh,
It's called a ped spread.
yeah.
I've seen the
Yeah,
live
it's
leak
gnarly.
videos.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't seen one that actually goes
Yeah.
like that. I
Yeah.
haven't. I've just seen people that look like me. They spin. I go, "That's probably what I look like."
Oh,
I don't think it was fast enough.
you were kind of a ped spread, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or your legs
I didn't
were-
fully. Yeah, my legs spread, but my body didn't fully spread. I kind of slinkied
Only
a
my
little
legs
bit.
spread open.
Yeah, my left leg slinkied.
Slinky. That's gross.
It just didn't come back.
Yeah.
It's probably what it sounded like too.
Probably not.
Probably
Shit
sound
was
like-
probably loud.
Yeah, it's probably like
Cause your tibia snapped, right? It broke. Yeah.
My
Yeah, your tibia broke.
my tibia broke. My
and then
fibula
your
broke.
fibula got ripped out.
Yeah,
feel
my
like we
fibula
wouldn't
got
hear that,
ripped
though.
out, and then my
Yeah.
femur broke too. No, we wouldn't.
I would feel like the car hitting you is probably
We heard
with
the
us.
impact.
No, that shit was loud, but
Yeah. It wouldn't be your leg and stuff making the noise. It would have been the car.
Everything else got muted. Just my body snapping is what was heard.
oh, that'd be a nasty sound. Like if you could,
No. It's
It
probably
just
like
isolate
a,
the
somehow-
sounds.
yeah.
Just isolate sounds.
There was a motorcycle black box.
Bro, like the fucking the dude that snaps his own femur trying to get a triangle
Oh
on
my
somebody.
god.
Yo,
I'm thinking about the video you showed me of the guy skating. When he like landed in that potter, like the planter or whatever.
Ooh, yeah. So it's like he goes to jump a gap, and there's this little space, and when he leaps the gap, something happens
he
to his
gets
board.
stuck and just gets
yeah, and
yeeted
one of
forward,
his
yeah?
one of his one of his legs goes straight in, but it's not just open; it's like open and has a mid bar. So it goes in, he goes over it, and his ankle like catches under it and hyperextends his knee. There's another one I saw recently of a dirt biker who's going through a corner, and you know how dirt bikers put out their left foot and they just turn the bike hard. So he goes like that, and the bike slips out from under, the bar rotates and wraps around his leg, and then comes down, and he goes over the top and just snaps his leg backwards. That's just lit,
oh, these injuries hurt.
Dude.
bro.
When you hear stories like that, like, does it hurt you extra?
It doesn't hurt me extra, but I think about like how fucked up it is. I'm like, ouch, dude, that would suck a lot. Like that would fucking suck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it hurts for me right now, and
Yeah.
I've never experienced that.
The ones that hurt are the ones where people get hit by bulls,
Oh
or like
my
the bull
gosh,
riders
that shit
where their
looks
legs
terrible,
get stuck
bro.
and they get under the bull, and the bull's still trying to kick them off and just stomping down on them.
Yeah.
Those are the ones where I'm like, those
Ooh.
hurt me.
The ones
Question.
where they get stuck by a leg and they're just getting flung around like a rag doll. Are terrible.
Would you guys
Yeah.
ever do the bull run?
No.
No.
Nope.
No?
I'm not fast enough anymore.
I do the wiener dog run though that they have at the Orange County Fair.
I would do
Yeah,
that.
no.
That sounds fun.
I'm
Wiener
fast
dog run.
enough. I think I'm not interested in doing things anymore that could possibly
Injure you for life.
fuck me up for the rest of my life. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's not about you being fast enough. It's about you being faster than the next guy. You know what I mean? You
That's
just, like,
true, because
go
you
to
could be
LA.
the fastest here, and then you
Yeah.
fucking show up, and it's all Usain Bolts.
Nah, don't matter. I don't know that.
I don't think
I'd
they
start
would be
tripping,
doing.
bro. I'd start tripping people.
The chances are you're gonna get a lot of
They
white
might start
people.
tripping.
Right?
They'd be like, "Fuck you."
The chances are it's gonna be a bunch of white people doing that bull run. So
That's true. I'd go watch for sure.
What's the other one? The
It's just an occasion they throw on because they like to see tourists get fucked up.
chasing the cheese wheel down
It's
the
like a
mountain.
yearly
Yeah,
thing,
that one's fucked too. You guys seen that one?
Yes, that
the
one
cheese
is
wheel
fucked
one?
up.
wait, what?
They roll a cheese wheel down
What-
the mountain
what-
like a
what,
People
hillside.
just get
Where is
ran
that?
over and die,
England, I
right?
believe.
I'd assume.
England?
They-
I'm pretty sure it's England. Is it England?
Switzerland or something like that. But
Would
they
they just roll people over and die?
well, they also set
Somewhere
up
in
like
Europe.
Swiss
like
cheese.
those big rolls
Makes
of hay
sense.
there, so people will run into them and they'll start rolling down the hill, taking people out and shit.
Yeah.
Those giant like rolls of hay.
But do people like get splat?
Like it's bad. You'll see people like stuck on the hay as it's rolling.
But are
I
they
don't know
dead,
if people die from that.
I don't think they've died, but it
you
looks
get
bad.
fucked up.
That's not
you
as
get
fun.
hurt, bro. Like they get like smushed and
Yeah, ambulances pull up.
yeah.
It's
I feel like the bull run's worse.
Do you
'Cause
know
they
the
have death
angle? I
every
know it's
year.
super fucking steep. It's
yes,
Let me look. Hold on.
but I
it's
think
it's held on the,
the
same
rate
hill
of
every
injury
year, and
is
it's so
probably
steep.
way higher on this stupid hill one.
Yeah, the problem
Yeah,
is
makes
Almost everybody is gonna get hurt.
well, it's like 100 to 150 yards, and it's stupid steep, and
It's
it's
like a
not
45
flat. It's,
degree
it's a lot of
fucking
fucking
angle.
dips, and it's like this.
And it's super hilly, yeah.
But it's not hilly evenly. It's just a lot of random fucking holes and
And
lumps.
it's all soft grass and dirt. Like,
yeah. It's
it's
like if
jacked
somebody
up.
just had a hand, if somebody took a bird shot and just shot at the fucking mountain, like a giant took bird shot and just shot at this fucking hill a whole bunch of times.
Holy shit! It's a 7 to 9 pound round of double Gloucester cheese
Gloucester.
sent
that sounds
rolling
good.
down the hill,
That
which is
sounds good.
200
How many
yards
people
long,
die?
with a
200
slope
yards.
of around 50%, which is about 26.6 degrees.
50%.
It's like
26
that.
degrees.
Okay, a little under 45.
26 degrees.
So not as steep as 45, right? 50 degrees?
It's more steep.
Oh, you might be right, yes. No,
Pretty sure it's
I
more
don't know.
steep.
The
More steep
cheese
than
itself
I don't know no more.
is dangerous because it's 7 to 9 pounds. It rolls
Yeah.
fast enough to knock people out.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
yeah.
have a team with like pads to catch people and the cheese now. They have like large football pads.
People just eating shit at the bottom and getting fucked up?
How heavy
You
is
can't
your
stop.
cheese?
Oh.
70 what pounds or 90 pounds?
7 to 9 pounds.
7 to 9 pounds.
Oh, that's not that heavy.
But it
Usually
catches so much
several
momentum.
injuries
You're supposed to
each year.
catch it, that's why. And nobody can catch it. So they just keep
Right.
running and get more fucked up, throwing themselves down the hill.
Yeah, so it's first one to catch it or
What do
make
you?
it down
What
the
the
hill.
fuck do you win or something?
The
It's
cheese.
just oh, sick.
The
It's just-
cheese and,
it's
like,
just
notoriety.
props for catching the cheese, bro.
Yeah, you win. Well, the cheese
All right.
itself is what, like 150 to 250 bucks.
I don't remember.
It's expensive.
It's
Yeah,
fancy.
It's a yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just like we're gonna throw a shit wheel of cheese. It's like this cheese here is going to be the one that's thrown down next year.
Damn, to be fucking up my joints. I don't know.
I gotta
It's
talk
crazy.
to one person from each of those.
First
events.
recorded in 1826.
'Cause
was
I
the
feel
first time
like-
it was done.
If you're running around in a city and you're like, there are bulls running around, and it's gonna fucking kill me.
Dude, no.
Like, just think of
It's
like,
like-
just
It's 26 degrees from 90, so it's like this.
Yeah, so it's more steep than 45.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of it, and people are literally like, I don't know if you could see how steep that is.
Oh, that's the view from the top down. No shit.
Yeah.
They're like crawling down on their ass.
Most people scoot down on their butt.
Interesting.
That's scary. That's gonna hurt if you end up rolling down.
again, I take
And
that
people
over
do.
a bull. I feel like I take that over a bull.
I would take that over the bowl, and I would just go down on my butt. I'm not trying to get the cheese.
Yeah,
I just sled it. Fuck it.
because that's like
Turn
that's
around
like
and go
literally
backwards.
like, imagine you turn a corner, you turn a corner and the horns are just right there.
It's possible.
Like fuck. Ah shit.
Yeah, you gotta be
Yeah.
fast.
You
Like,
think there's
what are you gonna
a
do?
porn based on bull runs?
Probably.
Just a bunch of black dudes chasing a little white lady.
Wow.
Oh, you know,
Oh.
that's crazy.
That's
That
actually
that is not.
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
I was
funny.
thinking like smash chick while bull run outside or something like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know,
Same, actually.
Like she's on the balcony and you see the run going. It's
No,
like,
I
the,
meant
you know,
literal
like,
bull.
oh my god, that's crazy.
Someone
that's
thought
crazy.
this through. That's all I gotta say.
Bro, that was the celebration of the Chicago Bulls after winning the series. That's actually what that was.
Oh, wow.
Jeez. Damn, that'll be a crazy video. You just release them.
Just a bunch of little white women running.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's
in a
little,
city.
little
Jesus.
white people, little white boys, little white girls. little,
this is the
little
Bulls
twinks
versus
and-
the Snow Bunnies. This is crazy. It's crazy.
I'm gonna be fundraising for that in the next coming months. So look for that on Kickstarter.
A GoFundMe,
I think
Kickstarter.
I'm
do well.
willing to bet. I'm
probably
willing
do
to
pretty
bet
well.
a lot of people would donate to
Yep.
that.
I
Yeah.
think it would go
Willing
really
to
well.
that.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Make-
you would
make it a
make a lot
skibbity
of money.
event. Sigmas and gals.
Sick.
Dude.
A skibbity event is coming your way.
It's skippity.
Bro, I need to get in contact with somebody from like Pornhub or something and pitch that idea.
Blacked.com.
Hit up Bang Bus, bro. That's what's popping right now.
No,
Allegedly.
Black is gonna contact you in the next few months.
How you know about that? That's crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing. Who's that? Huh? Who's black?
How do
is
you
that?
know
I've never
that?
heard of that.
How do you
No,
know?
I'm asking.
You
I'm like,
just
I'm heard of
questioned
that.
me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've never heard of that. That's crazy. Like, you're just like just because he said it would be black dudes, you're calling like Blacked as a company all of a sudden.
Huh?
Like Blacked as a company all of a sudden just because they were black dudes. I've never heard of Blacked. What is that?
Well, wouldn't it be a company?
Damn, it's crazy.
What do you mean?
This is two Jedis going back and forth. This is not the droid you're looking for. This is not the droid you are looking for. No, this is not the droid you are looking for. That's funny. $1 million ideas, man. If you see the video, you know
Bro.
where you heard it first.
Black exclusive BBC HD erotica porn video. The first thing that came up. It is indeed a thing.
How'd you know that was a thing, bro?
It's a,
Damn.
Somebody
son.
grab his phone. Somebody grab his phone. Check his history.
I have a trap phone for that.
I have a trap phone.
Trap phone. That's crazy. I have a track iPad. I like a larger screen.
That makes sense.
Is it like a Samsung
It's
tab
hard,
that
though.
died? Oh,
A Samsung tab. It's an Amazon Kindle that I rewired.
Yeah.
you said trap phone. My bad.
Amazon Kindle.
Trap tab.
Yeah.
Trap tab.
Identified. It's transitioning to iPad.
It's one of the new Samsung folding phones.
Bro, this is when it's not closed. This is phone mode. This is porn mode. No, opens it. I only watch porn this way. Nothing else.
Don't they have like foldable monitors now?
Have you guys seen that?
They break very fast and often just
That-
from standard use.
There's a picture of that shows like the development of cell phones, like iPhones, like when phones were getting really small, and phones started getting bigger again around the same time that internet porn became really popular.
That's funny. Makes a lot of sense though.
Yeah,
I believe
it's
it.
kind of wild.
I believe it.
How do you know that?
Reddit.
That was my guess.
Reddit.
That was-
What
I
was
yeah.
what was the train of thoughts during that moment? I was like, huh.
It was a thread, bro. It was a thread. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Just as long as you say
It
allegedly.
wasn't a late Saturday.
No
night.
Diddy.
No titty.
As long as you say no Diddy and allegedly, you're safe.
And you don't
Oh,
like
what's
it.
up with the Diddy?
You can't
thing?
like it
What
either.
happened with the Diddy thing?
You really don't know?
I don't follow those things. It's just a waste of time.
So you know the line that goes, "Ain't no
no.
party like a Diddy party."
It's pretty wild what happened.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I heard
wild,
like
yeah.
some weird stuff happen.
Yeah,
And
they
you
took
know-
him out of Mario Party. It's wild.
They did take him out of Mario Party. It's pretty fucked up.
All right, so let's start from the beginning. What happened?
So, essentially, P. Diddy has allegedly been holding parties at his house where lots of sexual things would be going down. So many sexual things that he had to have, was it 10,000 bottles? At least 10,000 bottles of freak off oil.
A lot of the participants were underage.
Yeah. And now there's also a lot of stars in Hollywood that got recording contracts that way. Now, most of them being males.
Bieber was one of them.
They said, "Give me your booty, and I'll get you the booty."
Justin Bieber.
Damn. That's how he got his contract. That's
Yeah,
wild.
they all did butt stuff.
And he was documenting, recording. Basically, think of like the Epstein of
Epstein.
Hollywood.
Huh.
Damn, no wonder Kanye's so fucked up, huh?
You
How do you know they're not
This
related?
makes a little more sense as to why, not every, but almost every like child actor, child star
Yeah, it's all hella fucked up.
has some sort of issue with drug addiction or depression or like something kind of like weird because of these fucking people that keep doing shit to them when they're kids because,
They can.
you know, that's fucked up.
They're powerful
But you have
figures.
to ask then, like, where were the parents?
Being
Justin.
paid very well.
I think that's also the issue.
Yeah, because
Is
like,
that parents would rather turn a blind eye and take whatever bribe or money or just think like, oh no, this person is good for them. It's going to get them where I want them to be.
It's part of their dream.
It's like, I want them to be famous. I want them to do this. Like, I need to do whatever it takes. If they want to spend a weekend alone with this person, then let me do that.
They
guess
say
that's what
it's
this person
good
wants
for
to do.
their artistic development.
it's wild.
Yeah. But
So basically, he was just the Epstein of Hollywood.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cause I'm like, I remember when I was younger, I was searching. I was like, oh, who's the richest rapper? And it was Diddy. I'm like, huh, interesting. This guy hasn't dropped a hit in like 20 years, but okay.
Because he's producing for
And
everybody.
then they're like, oh no,
Or
it's because of all the
producing in
branding.
everybody.
They said it was all these companies that he branded out, like did branding for or something like that. Like he owns a little bit of, I think, Ciroc, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was probably the reason. I'm like, oh, interesting.
Got a lot of brand deals, but was also doing some scandalous shit in the background. You know, embezzlements, making sure that he was always going to be on contracts. Because if my name comes off that contract,
The video gets released.
exactly.
Damn.
The world gonna see what you like to do on the weekend.
I'm also surprised.
Damn, you think
no
there
one
was a
has
lot of
said
blackmail
anything.
with all that stuff? Shit.
There's still that shit happening right now, bro. Why do you think they haven't released the fucking client list for Epstein? They were just like, oh, we arrested Ghislaine. It's cool.
They did release it a long time ago.
Oh, well then, I'm out of date.
Wait, they did release the Epstein list?
That's
I
why.
wanna
That's
know.
why at one point, people were talking shit about Tom Hanks.
Well, that's why they were
That
making
wasn't the,
fun
but
of
that
Stephen
at that time
Hawks,
wasn't the full list.
like Stephen Hawks and all that
Stephen
shit.
Hawking.
Yeah.
Stephen. Oh yeah, Stephen Hawking.
He specifically
He
asked
was
for
on
midgets.
that list.
And specifically asked for midgets.
Wild.
That's why everyone knows about that because the list came out.
I didn't know that. That's a real thing.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, people are freaky, bro.
Yo.
And like we're human, right? And humans are freaky. Everybody has their kinks. Sure, there's like perfect people out there, whatever. They just don't like shit. But just because somebody is a high level professional and they're fucking suit and tie and buttoned up all the time doesn't mean that behind closed doors they're not fucking savages.
Well, I think the problem with what they're doing is not the kink, it's the fact that they're doing it.
I know.
It's underage. It's illegal. It's
I know.
trafficking. It's
I know.
against people's will.
I know.
Yeah.
But societally, you expect those people to act normally, which is why you're surprised to find that out about
Oh, yeah,
these
I guess,
people
yeah.
in these positions. You're like, oh my god, I can't believe so and so would do that. But if I was like fucking the crackhead down in the corner, fucking went and grabbed a chick from the school and did stuff, you'd be like, that is crackhead shit. That fucking sucks. But if I was like, the heads of these companies are kidnapping children
I feel like I
and
wouldn't be
selling them
surprised, though.
overseas and moving them across through different houses to be used by clients, you'd be like, what the fuck?
I think Epstein's situation, or Hawkins' situation, is more like, what the fuck? Like, brother,
Well,
how does that happen?
I don't know if the midgets were underage, or maybe he was just given underage kids and told that they were midgets.
Oh shit.
So like, you know,
Oh damn.
I don't know what the story is on that one. We would have to talk to the true hawk, you know?
Just
Well-
give me the bow-legged ones.
Damn, that's how you tell. I gotta check their bones. He learned that from a funny dude with a little mustache.
Wait,
He was checking
wow, wait,
noses.
What?
Because you said, you know, bow-legged. So that's like genetically, that's what happens to midgets. So he was like, I learned that from a funny little dude with the tiny mustache. Because he would measure noses. Genetically, that's how you'd find what you're looking for. Holocaust joke. All right, moving on.
So who else?
Yeah,
was on
you're
this list?
fucking. It was all right there. You know, it's okay. Anyways,
Who else was on this list? Any interesting names?
for Diddy,
were.
Pretty sure you were on that list.
CIA Viet spy.
If anything, I would have been one of those kids.
True.
Oh shit.
That was literally during the time I was a kid.
True.
Trying to get to America was actually quite difficult for you, huh?
Except Vietnamese.
Had to really hang on to your parents.
Yep. Things got weird on
Through
the playground.
TSA, they wanted to
It's
check
got
you.
weird on the plane.
In TSA, they were like, we need to randomly search that kid. They're like, he doesn't have bags. And they were like, no, it's fine.
I did
No.
get touched.
There's something
When I
in
was
his
a-
ass.
There's something in his ass.
They did check me.
We
when
got to
I
use a
went to
special
Vietnam.
probe. That's crazy. They thought that you were the package.
No, because I had a tore ligament and I had it like wrapped up, and it was metal, like the little metal clip that holds it.
I see. I
Like, oh, the machine keep detecting metal, so we got to check.
Yeah.
So I had this guy like.
You said when you were
fucking pat me
leaving
down.
leaving Vietnam or going back?
No, when I was going back to Vietnam, it was on my senior year, and I tore my fucking knee up.
Got it.
playing football.
That makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
That's right. That's the one that you have weird issues with sometimes, right?
Now, is that the same one that you busted snowboarding, and then like a week
No.
later, when it felt better, you smashed it right into a hitch? Because I
Oh,
know that
shit.
happened to
That
one
was
knee.
fucked up.
So if you said no, that means you fucked both of your knees.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I see.
There was not that bad. It's just more
Feels
I have dead nerves.
Oh, me too.
Well, yeah.
There's some spots I don't feel on my knee.
No, also your leg, but yeah.
I mean, in a technical sense, I still feel my foot all the time. It's kind of upsetting.
Wow. Yeah.
You have phantom limb syndrome?
That makes sense.
Not that often anymore, but it's just like right now, my big toe is just like down and numb, like if my foot was asleep. But like, it feels like it's like this. But it doesn't hurt. It's just like tingly. It's fucking weird. Every once in a while, I will get like a really fucking nasty pain. Those are the worst. It straight up feels like metal is just getting jammed through my heel, either through my heel, like through the side on the heel joint, or straight from behind the heel through the sole of my foot, like up to the toes. And it's not fun.
Is that what's happening when I'm at the shop and I turn around and you're just like,
Typically.
you're just like, oh, okay, he's dealing with something right now.
Typically, either that or the other one that's like really fucking fun is I'll just get pulsations. I'll just get like fucking. It'll feel like hot electricity all around where my ankle and foot is, or it'll feel like my ankle and foot are just like getting jolts of hot contraction. And those suck. Because it's just like, oh, kind of like a tens machine, just ripped all the fucking way up. And sometimes it's like pattern wise, and then sometimes it's like fucking random. And it can just like pop, 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 pop. Pop,
I've
pop,
only
and
ever
sometimes just
tried
hold.
that like a couple times,
Tennis
and
unit?
it's really fucking painful. Yeah, a tens unit, and then just rip it all the way to 10.
Oh, yeah. Those are
Yeah,
fun.
like I can't.
I'd be
Like,
curious.
It hurts. It's like burn. It feels like burning.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be curious to try it on my right calf because I've spent a little too long on the toilet before, like post foot, where my right foot goes stupid fucking numb, and I can like stand up and walk around perfectly fine. You know how like usually your foot goes numb and you're like, oh, and you fucking like struggle to control it. I can like walk around, move my ankle around, fucking wiggle my toes, and like even through like the sharp needle. Yeah, just because like with my left foot, I still think about like moving the things that aren't there. So it's like mind to muscle connection. I still know where my things are and I know how to control, like wiggle your toes. But you just don't feel it. So you're not going based off of feeling anymore. Like I'm feeling
That's
my toes
weird.
and telling them to wiggle. You're just telling them to wiggle and they will wiggle. But it's difficult because you're not feeling the electrical connection. So they
Yeah.
move a little bit slower. It's odd.
That is
But I
weird,
can just
yeah.
like stand up. I have my balance and I can walk around. It's just like, it feels like I'm walking on two prosthetics. That's how I would describe it. Yeah, that's like the best I could give you.
Weird. Yeah.
So I'd like to see what the tens machine on, or the tens on 10 would feel like, and then it could be like, yes, this is actually really close to what it feels like on my left, or be like, you'd still have to crank this up. I'm curious. I want to know what my pain feels like.
You want to try the tens unit on your right? You said.
So I can compare, because I know what it feels like on my
Shit,
left,
I'll
right?
Cramp you out.
It might
You probably
better.
just feel like a really bad cramp,
It might
right?
better. Then I can go, you really
all
want
it
to know
does
what
is
it
just
feels like?
contracts.
Try this. And also for everybody that's always asked, like,
Jesus.
if you cut off your leg, would it hurt? Like, yeah, where would it hurt? In your leg. How could it hurt in your leg if your leg is already gone? Bro, you know that question? Well, you feel your leg not gone.
Isn't
and
it
it hurts
just
where you
mental?
lost it. No. There's a physical response of your body trying to still make a connection with the
Yeah.
with the end of the nerves, but also a lot of it has to do with the way that you are amputated. So if it's just a traumatic happening, then like 80 to 90% of the people will never stop having like phantom pain syndrome or that like numb feeling or anything like that, because your body went from having the connection to immediately feeling a sensation of pain, and then that's fucking it. So your body's always going to go and try to connect with the nerve endings. So that's where nerve, like phantom limb pain and like that numbness comes from. And everyone feels it differently, because how I said, the nerves feel something and then it's just, that's it. The nerves are remembering the last sensation before connection was lost. Like when your computer crashes and you turn it on and it's like, this was the window you were on. Do you want me to reopen it? That's basically where your brain is on the whole time. So it sends the connection. It's like, this is what we felt. Are we still there?
Yeah.
And the nerves are like, yep, this is what we still feel. But it's trying to connect and like make a full connection to the foot. And it's just your biology and the way the brain works. So some people, you can do a lot of like mental training. There's like mirror therapy where you put a mirror and look at it. There's like a whole bunch of different methods, and then helps some people, doesn't help others. So
Did you ever try the mirror one?
I mean, I look at my leg with a mirror all the time. I look at myself in the mirror all the time. I also did my own.
Jesus.
Also,
I gotta go slower.
I also did my own wound care fresh out of the hospital, because they sent me home maybe like a week after my skin graft had been
How long
done.
were you in the hospital for total?
28 days, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast our body heals, though.
Bro, they told me I was going to be there for 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
3 to 4 months, that I was supposed to stay in there through New Year's. And it ended up being a little less than a month. But I healed up enough that they were able to send me home. That I would say is all mental, because I've talked to people, and it seems like majority of the folks that have just like sat and wallowed in the moment and been sad took a little longer to get out than the people that were just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Let's go.
It seems like the longer you let your mental health be in like a depression, the harder it is to kind of like rip out of it.
Yeah.
And also for the body to heal too. Now,
Yeah, because when you're in such a fucking negative mood, like you don't
It
want to
affects
do
your
shit
cells.
that's even good for you, and it affects everything. Yeah.
Right.
it's crazy. If I'm not mistaken, there's been scientific studies showing that like your mental state affects your physical health.
It's like me with being sick. Not to the same degree, but
No, if you
I
tell
just
yourself
don't
like
tell
I'm
myself
not
I'm
sick.
sick.
Yeah. Like I just have a little cold, a little cough. I'll feel
I
better
don't
later.
want to say that.
Oh, I'm usually just like, I'll feel better in a little bit. And by the time I'm like 2 hours after I wake up, I'm solid.
Yeah. Just go for a run.
Yeah.
You know, I tried that.
Killed you.
I just got more fucked up. Got
Because you're not built
more
different.
fucked up. I was like feeling better, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the fucking gym. I'm gonna hit the sauna. Felt more fucked up.
It's probably because of the sauna, though.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Because like
the sauna's
sauna
made me
makes you
feel good before.
That's
but the
sweat.
last time, I was like, nah.
You can't do both is the problem. You have to do one or the other.
Like workout or sauna.
Yeah.
You'll
Because it's
probably
just the
also
sweating.
dehydrate yourself
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
it's just the sweating part. You're getting your blood flow and raising the temperature in your body, because that's the most important part. Raise the temperature in your body, because that's what kills any type of bacteria or virus, right? Most at least.
Can.
Yeah.
So if you do both, then you're raising the temperature in your body, you're sweating, and then you're going and you're doing a second stressful action,
Yeah. And then you dehydrate.
and that's what fucks you up, because then you just end up doing too much because you're already in the compromised situation
Yeah.
because of your immune system.
And did you get enough water back?
True, that part too.
That's probably the most important one I know is because I can do that. As
This
long as
right
I
here
drink
is
enough
bro
water.
science for sure. I know this is bro science.
Yeah.
This
I
is
don't
all
know.
sports
it
I
medicine,
don't remember.
high school
I
sport.
don't remember.
Because
That
I'll
was
work
a-
out, drink a shitload of water, sauna, drink a shitload of water. I'm good.
Yeah, typically I drink a lot of water. When I was sick, and I don't remember.
Yeah. Because if you like work out, you're already dehydrated, you jump in the sauna, it's over.
That is true. I've done that before, and I just get mad headache, and then even
You don't even have to be
heart
sick.
palpitations.
You'll be messed up.
yeah. Yep, yep.
And vitamin C. That's the other one.
Speaking of sauna, what's been your latest, if any, or last one that you remember, sauna meditation thought? Those are always interesting to read when you post them.
They're kind of just there. I just don't post them no more.
What's been your last one?
This one I've been pondering a lot. It's
Get
like
closer.
mentors,
Interesting.
right? Because you look at it, mentors, in the sense of like, you know, people who teach you, coaches, parents, all those things are all mentors, right?
Yep.
And a lot of times, a lot of these people, they want to be mentors. They want to teach you, but really, what it is like they want to live the life they want to live through you.
Interesting.
And so they end up hurting you more than actually helping. Whereas like the pattern I've noticed, the really good mentors, like who are actually, you know, mentors, they help where they can and they let you go when it's time. Right? They recognize in themselves like, oh, I actually don't bring value to this person anymore. It's time to let them go. Right? Or this person made this decision. It is what it is. They need to, you know, do their thing. Whereas some would be like doing whatever it takes for you to do what they want.
Yeah.
And,
You have to stay here.
right.
You've been here for 3 years. Look at how much work we've put in together.
Allegedly. Yeah. Right. So it's like, or like even parents, right? Like how many parents tell their kids like, oh, you need to grow up and do this. And
You
do
have
this.
to get into this school. This is where I went. This is where so
Exactly.
and so went.
But it's like, maybe that's not the best for me. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But that's when I still like, I don't know how I can put that into words, like in a shortened and condensed. I kind of do, but I'm like, I don't really care to put it out there. So I don't.
Like
okay.
what a mentor is.
No, just my own thoughts about it. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah. I just really like, I haven't like cared to actually like post that whole
Yeah,
thread.
yeah. That's just
That's
the
what-
last
yeah.
thing that was on your brain
Yeah.
from sauna. I mean, it is an interesting thought. I think it just relates to being able to recognize when people are doing something for the interest of you, or if there's an ulterior motive that
Yeah.
they're trying to get something out of it. There's the vicarious living or whatever.
It's just probably more of the vicarious one though. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I want to help you.
Yeah. If it's not that, then it's driven by money, like Elvis with his manager.
Yeah.
You know? We saw that movie together. That was sad.
Well, I just mean the I want to help you part. That's enough
Yeah.
to like, it's probably not true.
Usually the best mentors, you end up just finding them, and they're never like, oh, I can do this for you, do that. You just like talk to them, they share knowledge, and it's never a type of like, oh, I am this to you and you are this to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
It
But
kinda
also
just
there's
happens.
still and then there's still an exchange, and there's
it's like
like absolute
respect.
autonomy. It's
Yeah.
just like, you know.
Yeah, to me, it's kind of like, you meet people and they're like trying to be your friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, like, how do we know we're friends? Like, how do we even know?
Well, you
like,
brought me
I even like you?
Starbucks.
Huh?
I said, well, you brought me Starbucks randomly one day. So
Yeah, but I think like
I was like, that's nice.
even in our relationship, it kind of just happened.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like
Yes.
I was
First it
trying to
started
be
with
your
the with the
friend.
schmoozing.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that was
then-
me doing it because I was doing my job,
That's true.
right? But it wasn't like there was an
Yeah.
actual anything.
Yeah.
Like that happened
Curious.
on its own.
You were doing your job, yes, but did they tell you to like, hey, do something for these clients or something like that? Or that
No,
was
you
just up
kind of
to
do
you?
it on your own. Yeah, you do it on
Okay,
your own.
so that's all
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
on your own. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Like these guys are cool. Like da da da.
And then we just started chatting. We were like,
Yeah.
oh, we have similar
Right.
tastes in things.
But that
Yeah.
kind of But like where I meet people and they're like trying to be my friends, like right away, I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, like you barely met me. Like how do you know you even like me.
Yeah. It's
I'm
more of like,
usually very
okay, what do you
alert.
want? What do you want from me?
Yeah, I'm very like aware of that.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with like mentors. I'm like, why do you want to coach me? Or why do you want to help me? Like, I bring no value. Yeah.
I see a very good champion in you. I can mold you into something special.
Yeah, but the friends ones is gonna be very
exactly.
common.
There
The friends ones is very common though.
you mold into something special.
Like they're just overtly
Yeah, I feel
friendly.
it.
It's like,
Do you think that if the intentions were just clear, like if if the coaches came to you and they're like, hey, like I can tell that you have a lot of promise, or I think that you have a lot of promise. I don't know if you like my style of training or whatever, but I would love to be there for you and be part of your journey, regardless if you
Yeah.
stay with me or not. Like I would like to do that.
yeah, that's different. Though. That's someone
It
who's
is very
just straight
different.
up.
Exactly. It's not
Yeah.
like trying to scoot
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah, exactly. They're not trying to be my coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're just like, hey, I have A, and I see you have B. These will work together. Boom, boom, done.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Let's
it's
have a
not.
session,
It's not
see
like,
if it
hey,
works.
man, like you should really come out here. And
You
then,
should come by sometime.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
I
it's
see
like,
what you
it's
mean.
just like you come
and then
by-
like try to get in your good graces and shit,
Yeah,
and
it's
like
like,
do
oh wow, like you're really talented.
do all like the playmanship.
Oh wow, like that's really good.
Okay.
You know, and then it's like, okay, like I didn't. Do
You
anything
feel like
special.
they try to like gas you up and play to your ego?
Yeah, I think that's yeah. It's the same thing with like friends. You know, it's like, oh man, like that's so cool, or like, oh no, no. I'm like, dude,
You know
like,
what's
what?
crazy is the fact that they do that also means that it works.
Yeah, it does work.
Because they do it with plenty. They must do it with plenty of other
Yes,
people.
and it does
In
work.
their mind,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
found
It
the
does work
formula.
because it's like it's a it's a manipulation tactic,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
But the thing those
if it's not genuine, yeah.
but I think those
absolutely.
people don't work. It won't work against people who are like very serious in the things they do, because it's almost like for those people, it's like you've
You're like,
seen
I
it
can
already.
I could tell you're fucking bullshitting me. Or
Yeah,
something.
Genuine
I've already
people
seen
can
this.
see non-genuine.
Yeah, I've already seen this too many times, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's not to say they don't get caught up in it. It's like, you know, you have to get caught up in it maybe a couple times and you see it,
Yeah,
but you're kind of like,
that's the best way to learn.
something's off about this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys must have experienced it from like friends too. Like it's like that's like a clear one. I think I've noticed. It's like
I was
people
the
are
fat
like,
kid. I had to work to get friends.
no, can't relate.
I know you've been handsome forever.
That's not true. No, but I just think like just random people just like trying to be your friends. I remember I had this guy in college. Like he just like came up to me. He's like, "Oh man, we had this class together." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He's like, "Yeah, dude, like you just come and stay here. Come and stay here." I'm like, "All right, sure." And then I'm like, I remember I was just very like weirded out by him. And then later on the semester, I found out his real intention. He didn't want to show up to class. He didn't want notes. So I think I did it once, and I was like, it's good enough. And every time he texted me, I just didn't reply.
Nice.
So he just had to start showing up to class. And then I think I had like, so that same class, I had like this group of girls that like I knew. So then like they were sitting with me, and then he started being my friends again. I'm like, dude, like I don't know you, bro. And nor am I trying to get in these girls' pants or anything. But I'm just like, dude, like I
He
don't know
was.
you, and I'm not gonna help you get them either. Like I don't know you.
But that's what he saw you as.
And I'm like, this is so weird, you know. But at first, it was like very friendly, and I was already aware because I was just kind of like, dude, you're way too friendly, you know, for no reason. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
that's weird.
It's odd, you know.
I never experienced that.
You must have. You just probably didn't like realize it.
The only thing I could maybe think is in soccer, I was the captain of the JV team. My junior year was most important because I was head captain and I was very close with the coach and got to actually build the team with him. So I had some say in who could be on the team, as far as like starting roster and
Right.
second string.
Right.
But I don't remember anybody like trying to get in or making any new friends at that period of time
Yeah.
because I never had any girlfriends. So that put women out the door for me. My friends had the girlfriends, but they all looked at me like, he's the weird one. We don't know why you hang out with him. That's literally where my role was in my friend group for the longest time. They were like, why the fuck do you two hang out with him? They're like, you two can come, but don't tell him. I was like, whatever. They just don't like, they thought I was an asshole, whatever it may be. I did let my dad cut my hair at the time, so maybe it was that. I don't know.
Okay.
I wasn't
The bowl cut?
Wasn't the best looking.
Yeah. You're a professional bowler.
Yeah, had a bowl cut. Looked like I ate a lot of bowls. So,
True.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
That must have been. I think everyone kind of experienced that eventually. Yeah.
It's gonna hit me later tonight. I'm gonna text you. You're gonna get a 2:30 text, get excited, and then see me and get extra excited.
Exactly.
Mm.
You know, might happen just
Fucking
like
miss something right now. What the hell?
it's like random school stuff. You know. It's
Yeah.
like, it could be just be like, they're asking to like, for notes or some shit. You know.
Yeah.
It could just be that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I
yeah.
get it. It's
It was
like it's not like, no, I'm genuinely interested in being your friend. It's like, I want you to take notes, or I want.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah,
is
I got
when
one.
people try to be something.
And
I
then
got one for you.
And then I feel you. It goes back to the same thing. If he would have came up and been like, "Hey, man, you seem like a cool guy. I'm having these issues. I may not be able to make it to class all the time. Do you think sometimes you could take notes
Easily, yeah. But like, yeah, sure.
and fuck
Yeah.
it, I'll even give you some money or something like
yeah,
I
Like,
don't know, right?
Yeah, even if it's just as simple as, hey, man, bro, like, I have, blah 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 blah. I sometimes don't show up. Do you mind helping me out? Cool, no problem.
Sometimes I gotta take a shit.
Yeah. If it's not, sometimes you have to take a shit.
Yeah, but that's
If
where,
it's not like overbearing, it's not going to inconvenience you too much.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
Yeah, why not?
it's just the kindness, you like, to some degree that's also
Yeah.
manipulation, but it's like at least you're like honest about it. Like,
I don't know if it's so much manipulation. It's just, it's being honest and then allowing somebody the choice.
yeah,
Because you can say no, and there's nothing fucking wrong with that, right?
yeah,
You'd
but
be
like
like,
saying it in a
nah.
way.
I appreciate you asking me, but no.
Yeah,
Right.
saying it in a nicer way, just it's more. I would consider it more, and I mean in a sense of like, if you just like
Saying
literally
it in
just
like
say,
a more honest way, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but also
That also gives you the opportunity to see if the kindness was genuine, if it continues after you say no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, being straight up, I found is, at least for me, it's better, and like with people like me, it's better, right? Because it's like there's no
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah,
But
you're
like-
pretty black and white. You're not a fan of the rainbow.
Yeah, no,
It's an innuendo there for you.
have autism.
Hey.
probably. I
Look
might.
at him.
But yeah, I don't like the whole like dancing around. Usually, that's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Kinda like dancing
I will
around.
say there's
why I
you
hate-
kind of have to do it.
Fucking hate dating.
Yeah,
Dating's a.
I think that depends too.
That's also this time and generation of females that are out there.
Yeah, I can't
The
blame
thing
them
is, it's
either,
not
though.
just the chicks though.
Yeah, because
True, it's
they,
the
they're
dudes
also
that making
rewarded
the
by the
chicks.
male.
No, it's just people in general.
Yeah,
Right.
because they're rewarded by the male attention, and so
Then-
they're like, "Oh, I should behave like
And
this."
like what we were talking about,
The other
earlier,
day.
where I said the main issue around here is selfishness.
Oh yeah.
It goes both ways.
Yo.
Like you can't be in a good partnership regardless of what it is, if you're just selfish as fuck. So
Nope. You're taking from somewhere always.
like at the minimal level is considering the other person.
Yeah. I kind of look at it as more long term versus short term selfishness. Because a short term person would try to extract as much as possible and as fast as possible. Whereas a long term person sees it like, oh, this person has value long term. I can extract from them longer. But in the process, I would
Feels-
also have to add a little bit. But in the long term, I would gain more from this. Right? That's to like really break
Suppose.
it down to like the most simple and kind of like less emotional, whatever. side of it. Like a good friendship, for example. You can just extract whatever you wanted from that person in like a week, but then you'll lose their potential of whatever too, right? Maybe that person's a very good artist or a very good, whatever carpenter, right? If you cultivate that relationship later on, they might build you a nice desk, for example, right? Versus like,
You just get a pen.
yeah, he just built you this fucking pen. That's
Well,
let's use the word pen. Yeah, the pen example. But he built you a pen. That was it because you were an asshole afterward. Now it's gone. But like in the long term, they build you a desk, they build you a chair. Now next thing you know, they're helping you build your house.
Yeah.
Right. Because you also, you have something that's good too, right? Like you see value in yourself too. So you're like, oh, you know what? You're a carpenter. I'm an electrician. I will help you all with the electrical stuff in your house. So we have this fair trade back and forth in the long term.
Value exchange.
Yeah, in the long term. That's what, every relationship really is. Like to its core. And it's selfishness at the end of the day. In both sense. It's just one is like, you know what? I'm going to do what's best for me, and what's best for me is to keep this person around.
As far as friendships go, I just kind of always gauge it as, do I enjoy spending time with this person? I kind of dictate everything in my life based off of one rule. Do I feel like I'm wasting my time?
Yeah.
That started becoming a consistent when I was going out dating.
Yeah.
And then I
And that
figured
stems
why
from
not
your,
apply that. Just
your
as a hard
selfishness. I think that stems from your selfishness, right?
Yeah,
Because
but
you're like,
going back to Alex, you kind of have to be selfish sometimes. I think you said that, right? No? Did you say that a little bit
I think you
ago?
should be
Or did I
selfish
just-
all the time.
Thought I heard you say that, but
I think you should be selfish all the time.
I don't think all the time is healthy. I don't think
Well,
it's... But
But that's why I said I rather look at it as like a long versus short term selfishness. Because because everything you really do
But
deep down is like
keep
selfish.
you keep talking about value exchange. When it's selfish, there's no value. There's not very much value exchange. It's imbalanced. Right? It's like
That's
it's like you give a little, I give a lot, or vice versa.
Right.
That's selfish.
That's why I look at it as like that's like a short term way of like selfishness. It's like I'm gonna extract oil from this field as fast and as quick as possible, regardless of what happens to the land.
I'm seeing what you're saying.
Right? Like I'm just gonna plant this
yeah.
one plant
I just
into
don't
this
think,
field dies.
I don't think that selfishness is short or long term. It's just it's just
Selfishness. Yeah.
It's just
The
it
other
just
one is more so just thinking about your situation long term.
I categorize this as just like I like selfishness as just doing things for your own like self interest.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
you use the like the farm example, the field example. Right. There's one person that goes, you know what? I need to plant corn, and I'm gonna plant corn until this piece of land dies and can never recover, or I can plant corn 1 year, plant fucking beans 1 year, and then let the cows graze another year. And then keep this land working for me for the next, 100 generations.
Okay.
Right? There's value exchange regardless in both ends. Or sorry, in one side, where I would use the land, but I would help it recover. Right? Versus one person's like, you know what? I'm just going to use this land all the way. And just extract from this thing until it's dry.
That's what corporate America is doing.
Yeah.
It's true.
But that's like a
not
short-term
doing crop rotation.
selfishness. Versus a long-term selfishness is like, you know what? This is a nice, beautiful piece of land. I have a nice beachfront or just a nice mountain view. And I like to be here. I like my kids and my great-grandkids to be here. So let me, take care of this as much as I can. I'll still extract from it. But I'll take care of this. Right? And that's what a good relationship is too. Good friendship, anything. It's like, you know what? This person's fun to hang out with. So let me cultivate this relationship, right? Oh, you know what? You need help? I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, man, I need help. They're there. Right? Versus like damn, I just need this guy this one time. Fuck it. Let me just get him over here and just like extract whatever I can from them.
It's fascinating watching Thien discover the basis of morals. Like this is
I'm
literally how morals evolved when we were becoming a species. Like it's in my self-interest to not murder all of my neighbors so they'll stay around and help me stay alive.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what moral is, right? It's self-interest. It's like long-term self-interest.
I've been keeping it to myself, but I'm just
That's
like
an
cracking up
interesting way.
over here.
It's an interesting way to phrase it.
It's a
I see how
long-term
you view it
self-interest.
that way.
Well, that's what it is at its core. That's it, right?
Kind of yes, kind of no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a yes and a no.
Because
it's an
there's plenty of people that look at relationships where it's not like
they give me
I
something.
care about you or I keep you in my life because it's in my best interest.
Yeah,
I just do it because I appreciate the kind of person you are, and that's it.
But that is for your interest, though. You know, because like maybe you just again like you like how they care for you. You like how they, you know, because you're always getting something back from a person. Like to its core, you're always getting something back. You know, it's like a good dog. You know, like you care for the dog, you feed it, so the dog's like, you know what, you feed me. Fuck it, I'm gonna risk my life for you.
If it makes you feel any better, Tien, I also think the same way that you think. Like, I understand totally where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's like that's what the relationship is. You know, like
you might be autistic.
yeah, you know, it's like, you know what, this person really cares for me.
diagnosis.
I like the way this person cares for me, so I'm gonna keep him around. You
Daniel, I would know.
Yeah,
know? Right? It's
yeah.
yeah. I think deep down you always get something back.
Well, that goes to my phrase, right? I feel like I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, and then that's when, you know, the self-interest is like, you know what? I've really been extracted from you. Every time I hang out with you, you extract from me. You don't give me anything back.
I know it sucks to get extracted instead of milked, huh?
Yeah, so you've had experience. I know what you're saying. You've had the experience that I just talked about is you've experienced one who's too friendly. It just might not be the way that you thought, but they've been too friendly. In the sense where they're like manipulating you to extract from you. Once they've extracted from you, then all of a sudden, poof, gone.
Yeah.
Right. So you've experienced that.
In some form or another. The one that I told you where I was like, oh, I got one. I was thinking specifically of in high school in geometry, but then also like we were cool even after that class and after high school. So I don't know if like that makes a difference, but didn't know the chick, and she was literally the hottest chick in our grade. Sat next to me, and she was like, "Hey, do you get this?" And I was like, "I do." She was, "Can you help me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And like really, the only time that she would talk to me is when she needed help.
Right.
But I didn't think anything of it. I would just fucking help her. But outside of that class, if I saw her, I'd be like, "Hey, Angie." Shout out to Angie. Be like, "Hey, Angie." She'd be like, "What's up?" Like that was it. So like,
I don't know if that
I don't know if that
I can't
counts.
say.
But
I don't know the
that
details.
was the first
of
thing that came into mind. But besides that, I'm sure.
Do you
there
feel
was
like
other
she
things.
kept you around in that sense, just to like not?
I wasn't really kept around. Like I would only see her in that class.
Yeah.
And she would like
Well, that
just
sounds
ask
like
me about
that was the
class.
honest approach that I told you about.
Yeah, that's why when you guys were discussing that, I was like, I think this is where this.
Yeah,
falls
then that's not
into.
even the overly friendly part, because you went from
She wasn't trying to string you along.
yeah, she wasn't like,
just
hey, Eric,
can you
like,
help me?
Yeah,
She's like, you get this? Yep. Cool.
that's not the
This is what
same.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is more like she's like, hey, Eric, like, oh my god, that sweater's so nice. Like,
Yeah, like she'll flirt with you to
Yeah.
like make you feel some kind of way.
Ain't nobody flirted with me.
yeah. So that's not the same.
No, I didn't think so. At first, like it popped into mind, and I was like, oh yeah, this. I was like, this chick did fucking always ask me for help, and then I thought about it. And I was like, wait a second, no, she was cool. But yeah, I'm sure it happened at some point or another. Oh, it happened with photography a handful of fucking times.
There you go.
So forgot about that shit. But that's why I was like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
There you go. So
Like, oh, he has a camera. He takes good pictures. He could do video. Fucking like, hey, dude, you're so fucking cool. Come on. I want you to join my team and this and that and fucking be this and that and whatever. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
yeah, they always
I'm doing
bring
my
you
own
an
fucking
opportunity,
thing, bro.
You know,
Yeah.
these people are always bringing you like an opportunity. you know, and they're ready to extract from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's also happened a couple times in printing that I can think of. Like that guy, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian, that one, and then also another brand.
That one, Marmas.
Oh, he was trying to, yeah. That was interesting.
Net 30s are never a good sign.
I don't know. I ain't trying to do that now. Unless there's contracts in place and money for legal fees.
Also, don't
Then I'm
trust
not trying to
a
do none of that.
huge startup that's about to make hundreds of thousands of dollars that's starting in someone's living room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
You don't, but
You never know.
also, the vibe just wasn't right. It was a hoarder type of dirty, not like a mastermind
What
type of
happened there?
dirty.
Mastermind.
They were just shady and probably trying to get stuff out of
It was
us.
a little
and not
odd.
pay for it.
What was
It
the
was a little
sale?
odd.
What was the sale? What was the
Like
It
fucking,
was an estimated like 300 or 400 shirts or something like that.
which is a lot of shirts.
right? That is a shitload.
And just
Yeah.
materials alone and time, it's a fair amount. Because it wasn't just like,
Well,
a
were
little
they, like-
fucking print. It was front and back.
It was not like a crazy amount of
No.
money. No, it was just they were estimating that's around what the order was gonna be, but they kept making it seem like they were gonna get like really big, really fast, and that they really wanted to work with us because they know how we're a small business and that it would be like
Super
really cool
beneficial
to
for
support
us.
us and that we're so cool for doing what we're doing and. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of
They're
that
bringing you
like
an
stroking your
opportunity.
ego
Yeah.
shit and
They're
like
bringing you an opportunity.
yeah, and then bringing you an opportunity to get in before
Right.
something gets like big and that a
They
lot of
keep
money
saying,
was
we're
gonna
on
come
ground
in.
level right
It
now,
was
bro.
just
We're on
it was
ground
just
level
odd.
about to take off.
Right.
We're on ground
It was
level right
odd,
now.
and he wanted to move forward and do a net 30, and I just kind of contemplated a little bit, and I was like, you know what? No, I was like,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you what, if you want to work together, this is what it's gonna cost. This is what we can do, and I need the money up front.
Yeah.
And they disappeared.
Yep.
Exactly.
So,
They went
like,
bye-bye.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah. And they didn't say like no. He said, "Oh, okay, no problem. We can make that work. Let me wait until this settles, and then I'll get back to you."
Yeah, because
And
they
I
were in a
followed up,
lawsuit or
and
some
I followed
shit like
up,
that.
and I followed up, and it was always like, not gonna work. And then they stopped calling, and like, yeah, it was interesting.
there you go. Yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's the usual relationship of that. You know.
Yeah,
I like.
Yeah.
I've contemplated those relationships a lot. I'm like, oh wow, this happened here. I'm like, no, this happened like throughout my life, many times.
yeah,
And then you start like, oh, and then you start like almost like they like walk into the room. You're like, oh, I can smell it.
Yeah,
I'm like, wait a minute. Nope, I'm
it's
turning.
funny.
it's just the crack. That's all.
true. that's also why I've told you I've tried to be pretty cautious and careful about like how I go about printing with friends, or like telling them that I can print for them, because I
Right.
never want people to think that like, oh, I'm trying to be cool with you and hang out with you or talk to you because like I want to print your shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I'm letting you know that I could do it if you want me to. You don't have to, but
Mm-hmm.
I can.
Yeah. I don't care. I just go up to people and I'm like, yo, this is what we do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're good friends with this guy. We've done stuff for him before. He likes it. Maybe we could work with you. Call me if you want. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know what
like
the
you're
fuck
just straightforward about it.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
trying to dance around. You're not
yeah.
like,
And I tell him, like, I know that you, or I ask him, like, do you have a clothing brand or something like that? Or I know that you have a clothing brand. I know you do stuff like this. And this is what we do.
yeah,
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're experienced. We're knowledgeable. We have great communication. Like, we get our shit done. So,
yeah,
you know, work with me or don't. Like, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I do.
yeah,
I never try and
Yeah.
sell it.
Yeah.
There's no point to.
yeah.
No, it's just.
I think they said like you don't have to
Yeah.
try to sell and market good products,
Yeah.
right?
I wear it all the time.
No, so that's why we've been starting to make a lot of stuff now, and moving forward, we're gonna have like a ton of giveaways, just like a lot of shit that's just really easy to give. Fucking beanies, shirts, bottles,
Nice.
like just random ass
Keychains.
shit.
Yeah, for
keychains.
Mad Prince.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, just to fucking give to people. Be like,
Nice.
yeah, this is what I do here. Have like this is how we do it.
Yeah, you're like giving them the
Yeah,
quality.
give you
and
something
everything right
physical.
away.
Like here's like what you're doing. Here's some value. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times that work too, because you're like, here's some value, and if they see the value, they're almost like, oh, I have to reciprocate. It's like automatic,
Maybe.
Not
and
even
it
then.
could be the reciprocation could be literally be like, whoa, this actually it's really good. It's good for my business. Here you go.
Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
that impression.
Yeah, it's not really like reciprocate in the sense like, hey, bro, you want a drink? Not like
Yeah.
that. It's more like, you know
And
what?
to
This
be
is good.
fair, I would discriminate about who I would give samples to.
Yeah,
I
rightfully
wouldn't
so.
I wouldn't give them to like a small ass company or business that I know is gonna make a little order.
Yeah, rightfully
It doesn't
so.
make sense. Doesn't make sense to turn.
Yeah, no, that's rightfully
The
so.
game's called chess, not checkers, boys. Come on.
40 chess.
I've been playing checkers a little bit too long.
Woo, it's crazy.
What is going on?
It's crazy, bro. You gotta get back to that chessboard, man. Checkers is for NPCs, brother. It's only got a
It's
couple
easier.
of moves that you can make. Exactly.
It's easier to play.
Mm-hmm. It's also easier to fuck yourself.
No, what
It's
you
true.
got to
You'll
do
get-
is
you'll get lost with eating the pieces without realizing that the other person has set you up perfectly so that their last piece eats all of yours in one jump.
yeah. I think the
Yeah.
best way is
Ain't
to
that
play
crazy?
checkers, but
And
your
that's why
mind is
checkers is
playing
more
5D
advanced.
chess.
Mm,
That's
I
the
like
way to
that.
do it. You know,
Because that never
Turn the
happened in
microphone
chess.
a little bit. Yeah.
make sure you're the large
happens
fish
in
in the
chess.
small pond.
That's right.
Maybe not large fish in the small pond, but make sure you're the largest fish in the ocean.
No one heard it.
That tobacco's like an abusive relationship, huh? It's beating your ass, but you keep coming back.
Yeah.
Great.
He's a little bit of a sadist.
Yeah.
That's why he likes working out.
Both of them.
I think he
Sadist and a
likes
masochist.
Hey, yo.
I think he just likes it.
Masochist.
He likes being spanked a little bit. That's why.
I don't know about the spanking. Never had a chick spank me.
Eric and I,
The pegging. Sorry.
what- Eric,
didn't
smack my
catch
ass and
that.
call me Peggy. What?
Ha. That's
Um,
funny.
Eric, I told Eric one time, I was like, "What do you think a chick would do if you were like piping her down and you smacked your own ass?" You were just like,
You're like, yes, daddy.
That's
You
you
like-
said that's called the
That's so
pony.
funny.
Is that
"No."
what you
I
said?
was like, "What do you think she would do? Like, you think she'd be into that?" Or just like you're smacking your own ass, like you're all
Shit, bro.
so into
That's
it.
funny. Yeah.
That extra joke gonna do something. You know?
That's what I
She
see.
likes
I'm
being
gonna smack myself deeper inside.
She likes
You
being
said go
dominated
deeper,
by
you know?
someone who dominates themselves.
That's right. That's right.
That's ultimate
I'm
domination,
an
bro.
auto dom.
Yeah.
Auto dom.
I got
I'm
an
so
auto dom.
Roll out.
Auto dom rollout. Wow.
When you jerk off, you're like,
Wow.
Isn't there like people who die doing that?
Yeah.
Like
Autoerotic
Yes.
asphyxiation.
Choke themselves?
yes,
Uh huh.
yes, there
That's
is.
how Epstein died allegedly.
Wait, what? No.
Not
No.
autoerotic, but it was just auto asphyxiation. You know.
He hung himself allegedly.
Technically speaking, he tied the rope around his neck, then to the bed frame and leaned forward.
While handcuffed.
Yeah, while handcuffed.
He went down the
That
sewer
sounds like
slide.
a freaky Saturday.
So he hung himself.
I don't know if they count. I guess so. He choked himself because he wasn't hanging.
Yeah, no, nobody else would have done that to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the odd part. The angle of the laceration and bruising that he had on his neck did not match the angle that he was found at. It was more
Totally. Nobody
at an
moved him
angle,
or
like
anything.
if
I know.
like if somebody had pulled it up and was to have strangled him. Also, they said that the way that he was found, there wasn't enough force to have created such laceration or bruising.
Is this
Allegedly,
Yeah.
Is this real data or is this
correct from the coroner.
all
Allegedly from the coroner.
hypothesis by the bros of Instagram?
He also handcuffed himself.
Yeah, it's
So I've
allegedly
heard.
from the coroner, but it's bro
X,
knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bro knowledge from Reddit and X forums. Yeah.
Yep.
And we're not fact checking because this is just a fiction podcast.
Yeah.
Fiction. Yes.
This is just for comedy and
Hey,
laughs.
Mark Zuckerberg's just came out recently, right? And said
As
no
gay?
more
Oh, yeah,
fact
yeah, yeah.
checking,
Oh,
no
yeah,
more-
that's true.
Oh, I was
No,
like,
it's
oh,
all
she's
public
gay.
forum. Yeah, they're doing
Congrats.
it's public notes or something like that.
Yep, they changed to public notes, and there's no more fact checking. There's no more stupid ban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't get suspended again.
He was talking recently about how
feds.
they were telling him to change COVID information, right?
Yeah.
They were forcing him to.
Yep.
Well,
FB
no,
and
they
the
they
CIA.
Start meeting all your nerds. These are good.
they were trying to, but he said no, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly.
True. You don't know.
Yeah. But
Is that the episode today? Allegedly.
I like it.
Allegedly.
Today's episode is allegedly. So that's today's pod name.
Let's go.
yeah, that's crazy, huh? That came out after Elon bought Twitter.
Woo!
That's crazy.
Bro.
It's just going to be episode 34, allegedly.
34 ... allegedly.
Episode 34, allegedly.
That's funny. That's really funny. Ugh.
The next episode just has to be the real episode.
That's funny. Episode double up on episode 34 just for
Yeah.
the meme.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. We'll just pause right now, come back in. So, we had a nice evening, right, guys? Yeah. Just repost like a little 3-minute clip. Thanks for checking in.
That'd be funny.
That's
The real
episode.
34
Yeah.
is only,
Yeah,
it's only like 30 minutes.
Yeah. The top 34 and then, episode 34. The real one.
Not allegedly.
Not allegedly.
Not allegedly.
Actually.
Funny, bro.
Yeah, actually.
You know what I want an answer on? Is Michelle Michael?
Yeah, it's a while.
No, I found that a while ago. I don't know if they moved it, but I know where to find it.
Relocated.
They moved.
It's been a minute since I've used one.
The last update.
Yeah. I don't know if they had a software update or a hardware. I
Hardware.
heard there's some crazy
Hardware.
hardware updates happening, bro.
Hardware updates.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
there's some crazy xenomorphs coming out.
Xenomorph. Episode 34, Xenomorph. Allegedly.
Xenomorphs so legit.
That's funny. That's hilarious,
Yeah, a lot of people wanted a hardware upgrade. Huh?
dude. There's a clip that came across my feed. Not gonna lie, this one it bothered me a little bit, but it was a cerebral palsy's chick that got a double mastectomy because she was transgender, and I was like,
What?
yeah. I didn't send it.
No.
So it's like heavily cerebral palsied, I guess now male. Rainbow colored hair, but like legit could barely talk. And they're taking video of her after surgery, and you can see these like giant cuts, but it almost looks like it's dripping blood. And she's like super inaudible, and then they put the words over like, I just got a double mastectomy and I'm so happy, like this is how I've always felt my whole life. And I'm just like,
Weird.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, I felt odd about it.
Yeah.
That was the first time I saw one where I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Attention is a high, you know.
For knowing purposes, it would be interesting to be able to like place yourself in their mind and their body and see what the fuck they're feeling or experiencing. I wonder if any of it would be relatable, or if it would just be like, this is fucking weird.
You just start screaming.
What the fuck? Like, what am I? Just start screaming. Like, what the fuck is going on in this person's head?
Especially if you can see all their memories.
No,
You
that'd
would
be pretty fucked up.
Immediately have all their
You know, I
memories,
guess
all
you
that
would
shit,
need
all
that
the
to be able to
visions,
understand also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, bro.
That's
You
more
just
fucked
start
up.
having some fucking
I don't think
flashbacks.
you would be
It's
okay
like,
afterwards.
Just getting fucked by your uncle.
Dude. I was thinking it. He said it.
Fucked up.
Like,
Yeah,
fuck.
I was thinking,
no.
like,
You're just sitting
bro,
there.
you're. I
That'd
mean,
be fucked up. That's
think
fucked
about
up,
it.
bro.
Think about it. Like, it's had to have happened. I can almost guarantee you it's had to have happened. There was, like, some disabled girl
Oh, yeah.
that was being taken care of by somebody, and she can't fucking talk. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Damn.
someone had some time.
Yes.
And there's no way of saying, like, this is happening to me.
Yeah.
What are they, like, the best they can do is try and lash out, and they're just going to be upset and have their feelings, right?
I mean, think about Kill Bill.
True.
The beginning of Kill Bill.
You're just in a coma.
That dude. Yeah, the people, the women that are like brain dead in the hospitals, they get
Yeah.
taken
Right.
advantage of a lot too. Apparently, something that happens.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that in Kill Bill.
That's wild.
That also happens in nursing homes.
Yeah. That's a crazy one, too.
Savage,
I
bro.
didn't even think about that.
Savage. You ever feel old lady titty? 15 out of 10, I don't recommend,
Only
bro.
once.
15 out of 10, don't recommend.
15 out of 10.
I was doing a good deed, okay? And not in the way you're thinking. It was an I've fallen and I
Not
can't
that
get
good.
up.
Not that good. Yeah.
It was one of them situations. And, you know, I balled my fists up because I didn't want to accidentally scoop a nothing, right? Because at the age that this person is, there's a lot of sag. So I went under the pits. And during the squat to lift up, I must have used a little too much oomph, but something flopped over onto my fist. And it wasn't like it hopped up and sat on top. It like encased.
Oh,
Like my left hand still felt the air and my right hand was warm.
that's spicy.
And I propped up and I got to where I needed to. And I was like, boop, okay, you're good. Awesome. And I left the establishment and I went, what is that?
Thumbs up
I
under
had-
her titty.
I was like, you good? You saw the titty come up and flip at me?
Shit, bro. Is that why she looked back and she said, "Is that a lighter in your pocket?"
I whispered in her ear, I always carry it with me. Give a little lick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't call me the 3-incher pincher for nothing, bro.
Feel it.
It's pinch because when you feel it, it's like a little prick, you know?
I get
It's
it.
a little tiny pinch. Yeah. But yeah, saggy titty, don't recommend it. 15 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't recommend it either. I don't.
You know what's sad?
I'd probably stay
Young
away
chicks
from
with
it.
saggy titties. Like when they got a nice body and like it looks like they got nice tits, but then the bra comes off and they go like "Nyeow," halfway down the gut. You ever seen that? That never happened to you?
Haven't
Crazy
experienced it, no.
work. Man. Hopefully the simulation gives you some because her titties rendered on
Why?
her stomach. That shit was wild.
So thank you for
No,
your
I just
blessing.
want you to experience it, you know? You know, you're like, man, I'm about to see these knockers unclips and just you. Yeah, it's crazy. I was like, huh.
I'd have to lock in after that. I don't know. I'd be distracted as fuck.
I had so many questions.
Did you ask her then?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. You know, I went the route of locking in.
She didn't wear a bra when she was younger.
That's what I figured. I pondered it many a nights. I even got very high just to think about that. And I was like, gravity.
Okay, I got-
On the note of gravity, the song by John Mayer that puts me to sleep.
Wow.
It's been a while since both of you guys have been in here. So I'll ask you, same question I asked you guys last time. What's, during your period of time on this earth, what's something y'all have learned that's helped you live a better life? You can't give me the same thing.
Recently,
Yeah, recently.
Recently, it has been to literally just be positive and be in a good mood no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Because, no, for real.
Yeah.
I keep talking to people.
Play the game.
I keep talking to people, and even though things were shitty, like I just talked to Justin from Culture Cannabis, and even though LA just like lit up in smoke and so many things were freaking out, I was like, hey, how are you doing, man? How's everything? And he goes, another day in paradise. And I'm like, okay, that's very positive. I love the positivity. And we kept talking, and every time that I talk to him, every time that I meet him, he's always just very positive regardless of what's going on in his life. And
It's because he's high. It's because he's high.
no, I don't think so. It's also
No, I'm just
I know some sad
it's also that
potheads.
your thoughts, your actions, and literally everything that you fucking do has control over what ends up happening in your life.
Yeah.
So, if you are consistently negative or just being a dumbass, like that's how your life is gonna go,
Yeah.
right? Even if inside you feel negative as fuck, if you are outwardly positive, things will kind of fall into line.
Yeah.
So
What you
that
put into
is
the world.
what I have noticed.
Oh, I like it.
So just fake it till you make it.
It's kind of in a way, and it like changes the way
Kind
you
of.
start thinking too. It like
I like-
reprograms your thoughts.
See, I like to think it more, or I like to think of it more so as the world returns what you put into it. Because sure, fake it till you make it, but
That
you're
is-
trying to become something.
There's
so,
an energy
you know,
exchange, yeah.
you gotta put the energy into being that thing of that you're trying to fake being. You know, nobody just starts as the thing.
Yeah, that's also true.
That's a good one. I like that. What about you, T?
I think we're all the
Bitches
we're
and
all
shit.
the
True. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
He's like, yeah.
no, but I think we're all the same, and that you could only see others what you see within first,
Mm,
Yes.
right?
yeah.
So, you know, you see, yeah, it's maybe something people don't want to admit, but you only see the true evil of others if you see it in yourself. You only see the true good in others if you see that in yourself too. Right? So, I think the only time you actually recognize anything about any other person is when you actually recognize that that's also you. Whether it's good, bad, evil, you know, whatever. It's all the same.
That's a deep thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is very true. You've had to experience it in some way or another to be able to recognize it.
Yeah. It could be fake. It could be, what would I do if, someone tossed an egg at my face? Right.
I'd try to eat the yolk. Protein.
Like, thanks, brother. Free protein. Eggs are
No
expensive.
diddy. But no diddy. But no
Eggs
diddy.
are expensive. Thank you.
Bro, I know you get TP'd. Bruh. Thanks for the supply.
Damn.
I'm scraping this shit off making
Yeah, that would be
breakfast.
wild.
Thanks for the supply. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been fun hanging out, sitting down. Tacos are great. Love you
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for coming in.
The squeak is great too.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.